Shit. It'll be cold. What's going on, my people? This your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF, the network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can donate to the channel, go to OBF, the real Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel. It's down there scrolling below the screen, people. All right, give me 1 second, y'all. Oh my God. Y'all gotta excuse me, man. My fucking allergies is acting up bad this morning. Might say this evening, might as well say, but yeah, man. I got a fucking haircut, man. I'm out here looking like Wolverine and shit. Yeah, I gotta get a haircut. But anyway, man, listen. The bad part about it, I wasn't going to do this story because I just thought it was just a waste of time. But I was getting a lot of feedback. Motherfuckers emailing me, texting me and shit. And like, yo, Kenny, you need to speak on this shit. And I'm like, man, I really kind of don't really want to speak on this shit because it's like some shit is just feels like it's just a waste of my time. Right? Because I'm not into like explaining. I'm at the point with a lot of our black folks as a community that knows better, right? And actually stand and fight for something. I don't think it's our responsibility no more for us to even educate or explain to the people that their whole process of doing whatever they're doing, right? Regardless if you want to call it anti-black or they're coons or whatever, it's all the same to me. I don't have the patience like I don't have the patience for racists, white folks, or other minority groups that's racist and bigots. I just don't have time. I don't have the patience for it anymore. This shit is old. I don't want to hear you criticizing shit from the black community. If the black community is this bad, why you keep speaking on it? Like, go off and do something else. Like my whole thing is, you know why I don't criticize my people, right? Number one, I'm black, and I'm very educated of how shit works in our community. I know our culture. I know why a lot of shit is the way it is. I know some of it is our own fault, right? I'm not like this victim type of motherfucker, but I'm not going to stand by and act like a lot of this shit that goes on with us, it ain't a reason for it. And a lot of that shit is not in our control, right? But the other part is, I just don't, excuse me, people, I genuinely just don't think it's our responsibility to explain this shit to people. Like, if you don't know better by now, then like, what the fuck do you want me to do? Like, you get what I mean? Long as if I'm over here doing this for my people, or at least trying to reach out to my people, try to help my people in some type of way, because everybody is not that's black is going to be in the same position to help everybody. But collectively, if we ever understand the reason that why we're a nice part of why we're not strong, or we all not progressing in some type of way, is because we're not unified. I tell Black people our biggest flaw is that we don't unify. And sometimes we can't get out of our own way to understand that we're not going to be that type of Black person, right? Like, this type of Black person does Black shit to help us in a different way. And we can sometimes disagree with it, but does it harm us, right? We gotta actually really use our brain. So that's why I don't get mad at the Roland Martins of the world. Like, they got their way of, it's people like him got their way of doing it. You got Tanib, he does shit the way he does it, and it's all good. But if niggas is just sitting there beefing with each other, and when shit really happened, we don't unify, then what is you taking some of our Black people over there for and leaving the rest of us over here? That's not helping. That goes from both sides of our people that does that shit. But I just don't have the patience for, that's why I don't be considering myself no liberal or no pro-Black nigga. Like, I know where Black people actually need to be. We actually need to be solid together, regardless of the difference of how we supposed to unify, but we supposed to unify. We never let anybody come in to our correlation and fuck shit up. We can beef, as some pops said, we can beef amongst each other, but I promise you this, we'll burn the roof down in this motherfucker. And Black people need to understand it. That's my only issue with my people. I mean, not the only issue, but it's one of my biggest issues, right? That's probably the biggest issue for me. All other shit can get worked out. We just got to humble ourselves and be willing to stop pretending that we all know every fucking thing. And pretending, oh, you don't live my struggle. And like, we stand in our own way. But that's where I be, right? But at my core, with sellouts and coons, ain't no coming back from what y'all doing, man. It's like a motherfucker molest children, right? The ideology of, well, not the ideology of, but if you really study pedophiles or people that molest people or get raped or rape people, it's something most likely happened to them. That's why they wind up turning into this way. And then the other part of that, they mentally fucked up, right? They mentally ill. But I don't give a fuck. Ain't no rehabilitating a rapist. There's no rehabilitation to rehabilitate a pedophile, right? So to the sellout coon Black niggas, the shit that we get right here today that's really bothering me about these people. Listen, I'll put y'all in the same category as pedophiles. Because you're not bringing anything to the table. You're trying to harm Black people. You putting our lives in danger with this white supremacy rhetoric. You put my children's life in danger. See, you can talk about the hood, but you got to understand, all those kids in the hood, that's little kids, they ain't in no fucking game. It's babies there. And when you put a target on a Black community like that, which you think is so cool, because you niggas don't got no swag about you. You got to talk white. You got to talk like them to fit in. Remember that. I can use big words in the hood and talk like I got some fucking sense, and I'm still can be welcome, but you can't be welcome with them white folks. You got to fit in with them. But anyway, let's get into this shit. Amanda Seales, listen, I don't agree with everything Amanda Seales says. And this is what I mean about sometimes you can't always be mad at somebody because they don't think like you. Amanda Seales don't bring harm to the black community with a lot of shit that she say. But some shit you could, listen, any black person can say, if I'm saying certain shit, they could say, Kenny, you tap dancing. But you can't call me no motherfucking coon, though. I wouldn't call Amanda Seales a coon or a sellout. I just say she does a lot of shit that bothers me that I don't think she should do. But this ain't about her. This is about the people that decided to get on a national platform and make an ass of themselves, but just not themselves, to make black people look bad. And that's my issue with Coons. I don't know what y'all get out of trying to make black people look like we already perceived a certain way in society. And then you got a nerve that try to add on to that. Because you black. And they look at that shit and you think nothing is wrong with what you're doing. You think I know some of y'all know that y'all ain't helping us. But even if you're thinking that, you're just an idiot. But anyway, let's get into this shit, people. She decides to sit down with 20 black conservatives, but they all Trump supporters. But let's get into it.
Conservatives. My first claim is it is undeniable that reparations are just and necessary.
All right, reparations, fair, necessary. My question would be, who's going to get it? Why would they get it? And how long are we going to sit here focusing on trying to get reparations? It's been how many years since slavery? 150 years?
Listen, time out. And see, when I hear certain black people speak like this, I hear defeat. And the one thing about our ancestors, this is why when they do this type of shit, it's like spitting on the grave of our ancestors. And it just shows how weak a lot of people in this black people in this generation, how weak they are. How we don't want to fight for nothing. We don't want to stand up for what's right. We just all want to get along and act like the past it happened, but we don't live in the past anymore. Nobody's saying we got to live in the fucking past. All we saying is our ancestors fought for something. And they died and they didn't get it. They passed the torch thinking that we was going to do something about it. But all I hear is a bunch of bitch ass niggas. Where are we going to get it from? Where are we going to get it from? I don't I'm like, we're just going to sit here and just keep talking about reparation and we're not going to get it. I told y'all, it said a lot to me about a lot of black folks in this country when that whole Colin Kaepernick shit happened. And when we supposed to stood on business with Colin, that was our time. That was our civil rights time. And some of you black niggas couldn't help yourselves but to go back and watch football. You couldn't even just stop participating. I'm telling you, when we see black people won't stand for nothing, do y'all understand that the racist white people see that and say, oh, they ain't really like that. Or we can keep doing what we do to them. Let them come on out with their new Black Lives Matter movement. That's why they can disrespect black people and tell black people that is highly very educated, is very more qualified in job positions to call them DEI hires. That's why. Because some of you niggas won't stand for shit. You couldn't even start watching football. People, just because I say, hey man, I ain't out there, I'm not walking to protest a motherfucking thing. It's a better way to stop that shit by taking our money away. But that don't mean we don't need soldiers on the ground. That don't mean that the people that march and go out there and protest, I'm against them. But like I said, some of you black Negroes is weak. You want to get along with these motherfuckers. I don't want to get along with these people no more. Sorry. How's that been working out for us? I'm not spending my money with these motherfuckers. I am not hanging around these motherfuckers. If I find out you're a racist, you're a bigot, I'm not hanging around you. Ain't no coming back. Sorry. Been there, done that. I'm not forgiving none of them motherfuckers. Like I said, I'm glad y'all, the racists and the bigots and the coons, all y'all coming out let me know exactly who y'all are. So now, nigga, when black people get to start rising again, I don't want to see y'all over this way. I don't want to hear no kumbaya shit. I don't want to hear let's unify again. No. I'm going to keep the same motherfucking energy I have now when that happens. Cause you coons are tough now because you got your master in office. Okay, cool. See how long that work out for you. Shout out to my brother Bell in the building. What up, brother Bell? Good morning, bro. Good morning to my brother Game in the building. What up, gang? Shout out to everybody that's in here, man. let's get it in. But I get very, very sick of this. Like, they like to always say, like, we play the liberals or people like us playing victims. Black people play victims. Like, nigga, you are a coward. If I'm playing victim, I always want to play victim. You are a coward. That's what we need to start telling these coons. You're a coward. You won't stand for nothing. You scared of them white folks. But white people ain't do everything. Man, okay, man. Listen. Nigga, we wouldn't even be having this conversation if white people ain't do shit. If slavery happened so long ago, why we still got certain parts of society still being oppressed by racism and white supremacy and systemic racism? Because that shit went through generations. But you want the black people to stop acting like victims. We've been victims since the beginning of times in this country. But somehow in 2025, we ain't been free that damn long. People, do y'all know that it was 400 years of slavery? 400 years of slavery in America. It wasn't no other race. Not the Latinos, not the Chinese, not the Japanese, not the white people, not the Puerto Ricans, not the Mexicans, not the Native Americans, not the Cubans, not the Africans, none of these motherfuckers. Black people. That was us. 400 years. 400 years of our people working for free. I'm sorry, we weren't even working for free, people. That won't work. We was enslaved for 400 years. 400 years. And then even after that, been 200 years since we were so-called free. So-called free. Our people have been more oppressed than we ever been free. It's going to take more than fucking 200 years to fix what the fuck they did for 400 years. And then even in amongst of them 200 years, people, we had Jim Crow. We had redlining. Redlining still happens to this day, people. We still got sundown cities. The country's still segregated. I don't know what the fuck some of you black Negroes don't understand about that. It's not about playing victim. It's about seeing what the fucking truth is. Is racism so dead? Why is white people feeling so comfortable in 2025 to be walking around when they get mad at black people to call them niggas? Huh? Tell me that. Oh, they're not my white friends. You don't know that, bitch. And like I said, if your white friend is a conservative, a Trump supporter, they're racist. So yes, they already doing it, you pieces of shit. They already in the progress of, or in the, just say the conversation of trying to oppress people. You're people that look like you. You dumbass piece of shit. Anyway, let's move on, people.
Whenever there's a real thing that this country wants to do, they do it. Stop Asian hate. Okay, there's a problem with the Asian hate. Let's draft a bill, sign it, and it's done. Anything needs to be done is done.
Can I say this too? I'm not saying this is a liberal thing, because I blame liberals for a lot of shit that, and I blame us as some black people keep voting for liberals. That's why I'm not a liberal anymore. But let me ask you a question. If you are a black conservative, you believe that we should get reparations. Your party is in control right now. Why y'all ain't push for that? Why y'all ain't pushing for that? Why ain't none of y'all going to holler at Trump, your local Republican representatives? Why you ain't doing that? That work in Congress. Why? Why are you always trying to hold us accountable for some shit that y'all should be helping us fight? You over on the other side, right? You think some of y'all think we need reparations, we owe reparations. Not what we need, we owed. Then help us fight for it. You on the other side, but you won't do it because you're a coward. You don't stand for shit. You're a selfish piece of shit. You ain't about our people. You about you. The fuck out of here. But anyway, let's move on. Talk about they wanted to do it, they did it. Well, why you ain't asking your side to do it? So you know your side a piece of shit too. Because if your side cared about black people and black issues and black community, reparations should be on that list. But it's not. And you don't say nothing to them racist pieces of shit. I'm not saying that the Democrats is perfect or some shit like I fuck with the Democrats. I don't. I don't know why you think somehow black people, we're liberals. We're not liberals. We just, listen, we vote, a lot of us vote for the lesser two evils. Listen, I didn't have to do that in 2020 because like I told y'all, Trump fucked up so bad, it did not matter. Trump could have won that election in 2020. He fucked up COVID. He told his dumbass supporters, don't trust mail-in ballots. Then when 2024 come, 2023, falls the election, with 2024, all of a sudden now he did a whole goddamn little commercial telling us to get out and do mail-in ballots. Let's move on, man. Now they saying mail-in ballots is illegal. It can't be trusted. Because see what's going to happen. Trump fucking up so bad. He know. His people know. They fucking up so bad. The midterms is coming. A lot of them Trump supporters are pissed. And they know that they going to stay the fuck home. Or they going to vote for a Democrat. I'm just telling y'all that now. It's COVID happening all over again. And Trump knows it. And the Republican Party know. That's why they gerrymandering the shit out of Texas. Ain't nobody stupid. Listen, this shit ain't complicated. I know they be on social media or they be on mainstream media talking and debating about this shit like it's complicated. It's not. None of this shit is complicated. You ain't got to be on no conspiracy theory shit to figure out why Trump doing what he doing. The motherfucker been a cheat all his life. You think this motherfucker been a cheat all his life? He 80 years old. You think he changed not to be a cheat? Not to try to steal? He tried to steal the last election. I mean, the 2020 election. With violence. You ignorant. Let's move on, man.
With us, it's a carrot dangling in front of us that they don't really want to do. And it's not going to help. We need education. Oh, it's not going to help. No, it's not. We need education. Getting a check from the government is not going to do that. And we need
explain to me what's education. Because they keep saying, oh, we just need education. And in this clip, I don't know if it's him, but it might be another conservative. They're going to bring up that Baltimore City gets per kid get like $15,000 or some shit like that. I think it's something like that. And they say because we get the most money, I guess, in education. And they talk about the kids can't read, or they're illiterate or whatever, right? But I keep telling everybody, I don't give a fuck how much money you put into education. You ain't paying the teachers. You not making those kids' environment great. Listen, you know how uncomfortable it is. Like, have motherfuckers been to school? Like they acting like they ain't never been to school before. Listen, you can put all the money in the world into something. But if it ain't no good structure there, if the teachers ain't good, the principal ain't shit, and then in your environment in the school, I mean outside of the school, ain't good, them kids don't come to school happy and focused. Because they weren't about niggas in the street. Or they weren't about their parents. They weren't about, is we gonna eat this week? How many times we gonna eat this week? Listen, I used to see some of those kids. Listen, the community was great. Well, I assume. But a lot of those goddamn kids came to school, their parents was hurting. So them kids came to school hurting. What are you fixing in the community? Where's the support group to make sure motherfuckers, kids are good, people in the community are good? Is your job good? Everything, like you need that. Listen, people, I tell people this all the time. A lot of that shit that they be like, it's shit that they created to fuck black children up. If those black kids got problems with reading, it ain't tutors and shit in the community. I don't give a fuck how much money you put there. That's just enough for them to be in school. But it ain't nothing in the fucking community to say, okay, you know what? These kids ain't reading good. All right? Listen, we need an after-school program to where if we got all the kids that can't read good, they all got to come in there, and you got enough volunteers, people that got patience, the skills to sit there with some of these children. But then they don't tell you a lot of those kids are artistic, so they don't read the same, they don't comprehend shit the same. You gotta work with them different. I done seen them motherfuckers have artistic kids, some of these autistic kids that should not be in regular classrooms with regular kids. Listen, they supposed to have a class to themselves. It's like you have a kid that got a mental disorder. You don't have them in a regular class with regular kids because they got special needs. So, of course, these kids, even like you spend all your time with this autistic kid, so now these kids over here that ain't got the problem, you can't teach them. You got one fucking teacher with 20 fucking kids. Are you fucking kidding me? It's deeper than what the fuck he's saying. And I know this because I worked in the schools. I have teachers that are friends of mine. Shit, my cousin is I think now she probably a fucking principal or some shit now. The fuck are you talking about? And she been working Baltimore City schools since she got out of college. And that was over 10, 15 years ago. Fuck are you talking about? I know the fuck goes on in these schools. It ain't about the money. Not all the time. You ain't paying the teacher shit. I put it this way. The teachers should be getting paid way more than the police do. The police come when shit already had escalated. The crime already happened. The teachers is most likely in the midst of the shit. They're in the midst of the problems that's happening amongst these kids. They actually really there. They actually doing the work. We don't pay them shit. And shout out to all the teachers, man. All the good teachers. You need qualified fucking teachers there. You will have more qualified teachers there if you paid them more. I know this for a fact. If teachers come out they don't get paid shit, but they take shit out of their own paychecks to teach these kids. I've seen white teachers do this. So it ain't just it ain't just no inner city shit. This school wasn't in the inner city. This is a county school. And I watched them. She's a friend of mine. Well, there's two of them I know that's a friend of mine. There's a lot of them I know, but the two that friends of mine, I know that for a fact. And they were fresh out of college. The fuck you talking about? That's what I said. Motherfuckers be talking, but they don't really actually go and see shit. They just see, or sometimes they see statistics and they think, oh, that's the statistics say that. No, go experience some shit. I know teachers. Listen, the teachers, I seen them go out and spend money. I heard them tell me, I gotta go out and do this. They don't pay for this, so I'm gonna have to do this myself. I seen them spend their money. I went with them and helped them bring some shit in. I went with them to get this shit because the shit they were trying to get to help these kids. I seen well-off teachers that been there for years still had to go out their pocket and spend to help teach these kids. What the fuck are you talking about? Got 20 fucking kids and one mother. Man, come on, man. Don't let these listen, people. It's so easy for them to speak on shit with they don't have no experience in it, or they ain't even seen the shit happen. It's not rocket scientists. If you see a problem, that's just not in your environment. That shit is happening everywhere. Because I seen it happen here, doesn't mean that shit ain't happening nowhere else. It's happening in other schools around the city. It's happening in other schools outside of my state, in different states. Ain't just in Baltimore, motherfucker. But you keep wanting to bring Baltimore up, but like I keep telling you, you want to keep. It's like talking about Chicago. Half of you motherfuckers conservatives scared to go to the hoods in Chicago to talk to the young folks. I do. I go to Baltimore. You scared to come to Baltimore? You still go in the city. I actually go. I go once a month. Trying to keep them out the streets. Catching them before they get that adult age where shit get real. Yeah, you're a juvenile now. Amen. You niggas scared of these niggas. But I ain't. So you can't tell me shit. Fuck these conservative crackheads. That's what I'm starting to call them. What Judge, man? You smoking crack, ain't you, sir? Seem like you smoking crack here to me, sir. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, people, I'm back. I had to go back for a minute. I'm ready to go on another fast and shit. I'm going on like a fruit fast. Just eat fruit for like a month. Listen, man. I always tell people you gotta go on you gotta go on fastest, man. But we be eating a lot of red meat and shit, a lot of shit that we don't supposed to be eating and shit. So you do gotta go on fastest, people. Like seriously, like I always tell people at least try to go on a fast like at least every 3 months or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, cause you know, especially around like holidays and shit, like we eat a lot of fuck shit. You know what I mean? In the summertime, we eat a lot of fuck shit. That's why I went on my fast. I always go on before the month, and I try to go before the summer, and I try to go on one after the summer. So I'm gonna start my other fast September. So I'm going like a fruit fast. I'm just eating fruit and water. That's all I'm gonna do. You know, I'm drinking my beer and shit, but some of my little cigars. But it's just the food process too. The food, like a lot of that food and shit, is like it put too much fuck shit in it now. That's why I grill a lot of my shit more. I try not to cook so much, or like cook stuff that's cooked. I really don't like that shit no more. That shit like it make my stomach upset, believe it or not. So I'd rather like just grill shit all the time. But anyway, let's get back into it, people.
For education, a lot of us go to these institutions where we're not really prepared, we're not really focused, and we don't get things that help us in the real world. So if you want to help Black people, a check from the government, from our tax dollars is going to get raised, because let's be clear, everybody in here is Black. We all American. We all got to pay taxes. It'll go to that. So I don't really see how.
None of this shit makes any sense. I don't hear them complaining about us giving money that goes to Israel that we don't get no money. Like anytime they bring it up, I'm always going to bring up Israel. We don't get no money back. We give Israel every year, I think it's $11-something billion a year. And we don't get nothing in return. That's taxpayer money. I don't hear them bitching complain about that. but he mad about reparations. Like, you see the mind state of some of these stupid, ignorant motherfuckers. But anyway, let's move on.
How this is going to help us at all?
Okay. Well, first I'll start with it will help on even just a moral level. The reality is that the United States has become very comfortable with the fact that it does not consider Black people equal. And it shows that in many ways that I'm sure we will discuss.
Listen, you know the crazy part about this is they know this, but they're trying to live in this reality because white conservatives tell them, like, we're not racist. It's you know, if you just do what we tell you to do, be a conservative, be a religious pedophile, because that's basically what a lot of you conservatives are, pedophiles and undercover homosexuals. Yeah, I said it. Every big people, they don't put this shit on CNN all the time. I have to catch these clips all around the country. You know, a couple of motherfucking people that Trump pardoned at January 6th, they was registered sex offenders. Did you know that? All them bitches, a lot of them pedophiles, man. That's why you think they don't care about gun violence. When it comes to school shootings, they don't care. They want to, they so like we want all these babies to come so they could probably touch them. That's what I'll tell y'all, man. Listen, it's a little weird to me that these human beings, these grown-ass human beings, is worried about other people having children. A little weird to me. Anytime I see people with a whole bunch of kids, I'll be like, whoa, a lot of money, ain't it? You know what I mean? Kids cost money, nigga. And sacrifice. I got one nigga, I sacrificed my whole life for her. So, niggas, just imagine people got 3, 4, 5 kids. Come on, man. Anyway.
Course of today. But ultimately, there has not been a committed, concerted effort to shifting the mindset around the use of Black people as a labor force in this nation back when it was slavery, now in the use of slavery as slave labor in prisons. So on a basic cultural level, reparations are an act of repair. They are an effort to say, our bad, we see you now. We have seen that done with Japanese folks who were put in internment camps. We have seen that done with Jewish folks. We have seen that done even in the case of slave owners.
Listen, I've said this already. And she ain't lying about it, but they don't want to hear that. We didn't, listen, Black people, we didn't enslave the Japanese. We didn't do that. You know, Black people were still paying taxes? Do y'all understand something? Put y'all on that. Do y'all know that Black people couldn't vote? We didn't have no rights, but we still had to pay taxes? Huh? Did you know that? I brought this up before about the Jewish people that happened in Germany. Nigga, we paid them money for something we ain't do. Even though Hitler got his ideology from white supremacists, our white supremacist government that they was doing to Black people, he did it to his own people. Where do you think Hitler got it from? That's why for any Black person like Kanye to sit there and defend Hitler, you're basically defending your own oppression. Because what they did to them Jews, where do you think Hitler got it from? Got it from our oppressors. But I told you, motherfuckers think they smart, but they ain't smart. But this will come when you don't have no humanity and you're not as smart as you think you are. Like everybody, if you notice on the internet a lot of everybody got their podcasts, they got their little shows, and they speak, they on Twitter and they say everything. They're just coming out with some shit. Remember when Trump first ran, and you said the black conservatives talking about we want to be free thinkers. It's not about that. What Candace Owens and all the rest of them was saying, they were saying we just want to say whatever's on our mind. Don't matter if the shit makes sense or not. It's just what I'm thinking. And everything that you think don't always make sense, and it doesn't make it factual. That's all that is. Now, mind you, they wanted to be free thinkers, right? Now, they wanted to leave the plantation, right? The liberal plantation. All they did was go to another plantation. Listen, everybody says Trump started a whole movement, right? The Trump movement. He actually really didn't. The movement was already there. Trump was just the perfect candidate or the perfect leader or the face for that. He had the qualifications to be a racist ass Republican. Republicans been racist in the last 21st century. They've been racist. Their policies always was trying to oppress other people that was different from them. Go back and look at it. Listen, I can't make this shit up. Go back and research. The same policies that y'all see Trump and them trying to do now, they was doing that shit back in the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, and the 60s. Nothing different. Nothing different. Nothing different. Listen, they even saying the same shit that they was saying back in those days now. But, you know, you can't tell black conservatives nothing. No, I've been conservative all my life. Well, hey, what do you want me to tell you then? You believe in being oppressed. I don't give a fuck about you. If you want to call a motherfucker a victim, you really a victim of stupidity. Dumbass.
Reparations. When it comes to the use of tax dollars to pay reparations, and this is going to come up a lot today, it's a matter of values, right? For me, my value system circulates around the fact that I think that as a community, we should all be engaged in repair for our community. So I don't think there should be any problem with there being tax dollars spent at repairing consistent efforts that have been made to impede Black people. So the reparations you're talking about are not just related to slavery. There's reparations that have been discussed all over this nation in different communities as it relates to particular massacres, as it relates to redlining and the impediment of Black people to earn wealth by having property. There's been impediments in various ways that can be repaired. And I want to also
let me just say this too, because she's not lying about that. Listen, conservatives, white folks, a lot of them, they have made this, and some liberals. Yeah, some liberals. I can say a lot of liberals, white liberals. They have made this shit so complicated. They making this shit complicated. They made it complicated to where if Black people are consistent about what we want from reparations, they make it complicated. They make it complicated. Black people, we all, listen, even some of our Black leaders that's in like Congress and shit, they have made it very simple. It's not complicated. People, they got the information of how they think reparations, it should come. Where the money gonna come from? First of all, let me just explain something to y'all. If you cut the fucking budget, right, from the military. Just cut the budget from military. Listen, I'll put it this way. 1 year. No, I ain't gonna say 1 year. Let me think about it. Because I want to get this shit right a little bit. Give black people 5 years of reparations. Cut the motherfucking military bill for 5 years in half. I guarantee you, black people be good with that. 5 years? Do y'all know how much money we spend in the military? If you cut that bitch in half and you gave us half of that money for 5 years, we'll be good. But see, this is how I peep game. And this is why a lot of these black conservatives, and even some black liberals, give up on this shit. They don't want, like, fuck it, we ain't gonna get reparations. That's just what I'm talking about. You know why? Because they know what we know. What have happened is, if that was the case, you gave black people 5 years of reparations of cutting the budget of the military. For 5 years, that's the way we get our money from. You get all black people that money. You spread it equal. We getting them checks every goddamn month. For 5 years. A lot of our black people, I told you this, they always try to put this persona out, oh, black people going to get all this money, we're going to blow it. Black people going to start trying to own shit. We're going to buy shit. We're going to buy shit to own it. I guarantee you, it's going to be a lot of our black folks that's going to get together because now we got some paper. People be like, yo, fuck that shit, man. We can't, a lot of us ain't going to be selfish like that. We be like, yo, come on, man, listen. Nigga, you got that to that? You got that? You know how the streets go, nigga, you got that? You got that? You got okay, cool. Look, man, let's go buy that shit together, man. You got half, I got half. You got half, you got half, you got half. All right, we all, okay, let's go do that. Let's go buy that property. Let's go buy this land. Let's build. Let's buy all this land for our people. Build our stores. We'll, listen, you know what I mean? Black Wall Streets it'd probably be. In 5 years, we'll have so much shit. But you know what'll happen? The whole time that is happening, the whole time the racist ass, the party that he with, the whole time, and some of them liberals, whole time they sitting there watching us buying them out, taking shit. Right? Because that's what will happen because we have more money than them. A lot of them, right? You know what'll happen? Because at this point, you got to think about it. See, because they think black people ain't smart. You know what'll happen? We'll start hiring our own. That's very intelligent. That work for them. So we bring them in. We'll build our own bank. We'll do shit like that. They know that. But you know what happened? The whole time that's happening, the whole time, the people that he support, some of them liberals, they all plotting. So when this shit is over, they're going to pass laws and pass policies to take away all our shit. That's why them niggas give up. Because they know what I know. They know what a lot of us know. They can't see black people. Listen, the one thing that would burn racist white people to their core is to see another black person balling and got some shit and don't need them and being proud to be black. All that shit hurts their feelings. Because in their mind state, in their psyche, niggas need us. Them niggers, I'm sorry, not niggas. Niggers need us. But then when them niggers don't need you, oh, they feelings get hurt. Oh, they like when black, listen, people, never get this shit twisted. When black people move in their community, oh, they are so giddy. It might seem that they hate it, they don't like it. They like it because they're going to do everything in their power to make that black person feel miserable about moving there. Oh, they love that shit. They get a kick out of that shit. But see, if black people got their own shit, they got their own community, and we progressing, who the fuck they gonna talk about? I keep telling them, the minority groups, this shit ain't really about y'all. It's about us. They scared of y'all. They want to get y'all out there and discriminate against y'all because they scared that y'all gonna try to unite with us to take them out. That's all I'm telling you. It's not complicated. But, you know, can't tell some of them that. Because they already been bigots. A lot of them motherfuckers come over here hating black people. Already hating black Americans. So, you know. I seen that African brother and sister, African sister, they got a podcast talking about black people. We discriminated against them when they came over here. Listen, first of all, if you don't know the culture of black people, don't speak on us. Listen, I got teased too, and I ain't from Africa. I got bullied from my own people, but I don't hate my goddamn people. I should hate my people more than you hate my people. Huh? But I don't. Because I know the culture. You don't. You came over here, you felt like you got bullied. Okay, you got bullied, you got teased, whatever. It happened to all of us. Nobody was, we like to play the dozens. That's what we do. And sometimes we can go too far bullying. I get it. But no. Don't try to put like, oh, you got more, or you hang with them white people. Don't white people, listen, take your ass over there. Like I said, we know the real. That's why soon they had them Haiti people came over here. What they say about it? What they say about our Haiti brothers and sisters when they came over here and they was in Cleveland? Oh, they eating out cats and dogs. You're still a nigga to them. You can pretend and like them and kiss their ass all you want. You come from being oppressed. You probably don't even know the whole fucking history of why you even been oppressed over there in wherever the fuck you from in the African continents. However, y'all don't know. Listen, I know it's more Africans that come here and learn about history, more history about their own, where they come from, more than what they learned over there. Not saying all, but some of them. So listen, okay, just hate black people. Listen, it don't even bother me at this point no more. I actually love to be hated. It's almost like, remember when Cat Williams that special and shit when he was like, if you got any haters out there and you don't want the haters, tell them come over here and hate on me. Listen, I want that. I want you to hate me. You know why I like racist haters? Racist people that hate me? I want you to hate me because I know I'm doing something right. It makes me actually feel good inside. You racist, let me know. You hate me and you racist, it let me know I'm doing something good. I know me being black kills you in your insides. You wake up hating me. People that look like me. That shit makes me feel good. That shit, you know, you think about how much time and shit they putting into that shit. They waking up on that shit every day, every night. I hate niggas. I hate them. You know that motherfucking nigga that live across the street? I hate him. Why they gotta come over? Why they gotta come in our community? Mind you, that black man and that black family ain't did nothing to you. But just think about that, how angry they be when they go to bed. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. It ain't just the sun that make y'all motherfuckers age bad. It's that motherfucking hate. That hate in y'all make y'all age bad. Anyway, let's move on, y'all.
There's reparations that are considered a cash payment from a government. There's also the version of reparations that shows up in how funds are applicated to specific groups of people. So there's multiple ways in which what you're stating cannot happen could very well happen.
Goddamn commercial.
Okay, now as far as the money going towards certain things are going to help us, look at Baltimore public schools. They get, I think, the third most money per pupil in the US of A, like $15,000 per student, but yet the majority of the population that comes from that environment can't read. They're illiterate. So we're dumping money on the situation, yes.
First of all, it's only 13%. Now, people, that's a nice little size number. It's not like it's 25%, 50%, 75%, 100%. Like you get what I mean? You're talking about 13%. And let me just explain something to y'all about education too. If you come from a different type of a certain state where the grammar is different, you would think that certain people are not educated. It's like the up north motherfuckers be thinking that the motherfucking South is slow. But it might be mad motherfuckers down in the South way more educated than niggas up the north. It's about the vocabulary too a little bit, right? It's about the slang. It's about the culture. Everybody that's in different regions of the United States do not learn the same. The culture is different. The vocab is a little different. Listen, if you hear some of the dumbass, country-ass Trump supporters, you would think they the stupidest people in the world. A lot of them. But then when you hear somebody that's very educated, that got all the credentials and everything, you would think they talk very educated. They talk like they got a lot of sense. But if you really listen to what they saying, that shit sound ignorant as fuck. That shit don't mean nothing. So what really is education? Listen, people, there's only 3 things in life that 4 things in life you really need to know how to do. Learn how to read, right? But like I said, everybody, I'm dyslexic, so I read differently. It's like my comprehension of how I read is different, right? So I may read a word, or I can't read a word or something like that. This is because I'm seeing the word backwards in a way, right? I may know the word, but I just can't pronounce the word, or I can't see the word for what it really is. That's my dyslexic shit, right? So it's certain people like that, right? But learn how to read, learn how to add and subtract, right? And the third thing is to damn, I don't know why I'm going blank. But the third thing is to learn about history, right? Regardless, if you from, like, if you just want to know your history, American history, know it. Research it. Do that shit. Don't let people lie to you, but go do the research. And the fourth thing is, and if you want to do it above, like outside of America, you want to learn about other shit. Yeah, that's cool. But know about your American history, right? The fourth thing is, if you don't have any type of fucking reality smarts, and what I mean by reality smarts, what means is a lot of people in life don't have experience. And just because you old doesn't mean that you got experience. You have to go through some shit in life. You have to be around people that go through shit to learn from them, regardless if you go through it or not. But you have to be amongst that to know how that shit feels. That's like a human moral compass type of thing. You gotta feel that. Even if you ain't go through it, you gotta feel it. You gotta be around it. You gotta know something. You gotta know about it. Right? A lot of people in the market these days, and mainly a lot of white folks, they have no fucking experience in the shit that we be talking about. Believe it or not, they don't. Their people has never been oppressed. That's why I like, even the good white folks, you can't really tell me about my shit. You can't tell me about black shit. Because your people was never oppressed in this country. You don't know how that shit feels. You don't know how listen, I bet you our emotions are very different if me and a white person watch. Give a fuck if they good white folks or not. My feelings and their feelings will be very different if we watch the slave movie together. Be very differently. I guarantee you it would. Because I guarantee you, emotions might add up equally in certain scenes or whatever, maybe, right? But I guarantee you, when I'm angry, I guarantee you they're not. They're still probably sad and they start feeling guilty. The experience is different. And then when I may feel guilty about how my life and I'm looking at what my people going through, they may not even feel guilty because the experience is not the same. That's why when it comes to black issues, I don't know why white people think that they gotta say. Like your emotions, just your emotions is not the same as ours when it comes to our people. Even with the Coons, like their emotion is very different from them racist white people they hang around with. They just stupid to ignore it or whatever the fuck going on. I'm getting paid for it. Don't know, don't care. But even their experiences is very different from these racist ass white folks or any white person. You notice even the good white people, when they talk about the Coons, they never call them Coons. They kind of watch how even like can they call another black person a sellout, right? It's a way they do it because they're very careful about it. Even just to talk about another sellout ass black person, there's a sellout black person that's even against their own morals. They are very careful about that shit because they understand. Some of them do understand that their life experience is not ours. Some of them do understand it to a certain extent. The ones that actually live it, actually listen and start trying to act like trying to tell black people how we should feel or what we should get over or what we should and should not do. Just give some advice. Don't tell us what we can't do or what we should and should not do. And I got white folks like that. I had this Japanese woman that I used to work with, right? I thought she was cool, right? But I seen that she was raised a certain type of way. Even the Japanese culture is bigoted towards black Americans. A lot of them. When I got real, and Sam was saying some real shit, she wanted to fit in so much with those white people. And then kind of find out they ain't even like her. Because you know why? Because she tried to be fake. She ain't try to live a culture. But I ain't gonna say that. She probably did live a culture, but she was trying to fit in with these motherfuckers. And I wasn't. I never fit in. Listen, I'm not saying it ain't gonna be people that didn't like me. I guarantee you probably that. Right? But Let me explain something to y'all very clearly. I guarantee they listen, they ain't have to like me, but I guarantee you they would never disrespect me. And if they did, I'd have checked their ass. Listen, I don't give a fuck you talk about me behind my back. I don't give a fuck as long as you don't say it to me. You say it to me, you know I'm gonna check you. And they knew that about me. But they tell me all types of fucked up shit about her. I said, well, you know, she all right, you know. I ain't go along to get along and shit like you know how motherfuckers be like, yeah, she this and she that. And I might have felt the way I felt about her. But I'm not gonna go along because y'all saying that. Like, you get what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna get on that train with them. Right? Y'all white people talking about this Japanese woman, even though she was an ass to me and she was being phony to me, I picked that shit up very quickly. She said some real weird, rude shit to me. And I was like, fuck out of here. I was like, hey, I gotta say what I gotta say. I said, I don't lie. One thing you know about me, you know about Kenny, I don't lie. I say what the fuck on my mind. I don't care. Like, yo, and she was like, nah, Kenny, that's kind of inappropriate. No, it ain't. To you it is, not to me. I told that shit to her face. See, I checked her right there. I didn't not say what I want, not like, because they were saying certain shit about it, and it was true. But I said what I said to her face. They said the shit behind her back. So I like, nah, I ain't getting into that. Yeah, maybe she is like that. I ain't mad at her. Because like I said, I checked the nigga. She understood. We ain't cool like that. You come at me one time like that, and I had to check you like that, unless we have a conversation about it. She didn't want to have no conversation about it after that. And I checked it. She shut down. So I shut the fuck down. So now we know we understand each other. You can't talk to me like that. Don't try to check me in front of people. I mean, like, it was the way she did it. It wasn't like I was saying something like crazy, but in her thing was like, I seen that she was trying to get along with them white folks. I'm like, nah, them motherfucking white people, they know. Even if they behind my back saying, oh, Kenny, sound this way, you sound that way. Yeah, I don't really like that. But they won't say it in my face. And if you say it in my face, we had a conversation about it. But they never did it, so I don't give a fuck. Like I said, if you ain't got the balls to say it to me, then I know you ain't really like that. So you can talk behind my back anyway. To me, if you talk behind my back and you feel a certain type of way about me, then hey, then I know you're a coward. I know you scared. So I ain't got no reason to sit there and act like I give a fuck about what you care about or care about what you want. Like, real shit. Or I care about what you said about me. I don't care. I know you ain't gonna say it in my face. That's all I care about. It's like somebody coming to me saying, oh, such said this is about you. I don't give a fuck. They won't say it in my face, so I don't care. Now, you brought it to my attention. Now they let me know that most likely I probably was right about the person. Because I probably already picked it up anyway. But let's say I didn't. I said, oh, yeah, they did? Okay, cool. They ain't got the balls to say it to me, though, so I don't give a fuck. But I always leave it as that. Anyway, people, give me 1 second. I told y'all, man, we're going this fast, so I'm trying to, I've been drinking a lot of fucking water and shit trying to go on this fast. In a second. All right, people, I'm back. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm going to the bathroom a lot, man. Probably more than I usually do when I drink my beer and shit, but I'm going a lot quicker now. Cause like I said, drinking that fucking water, man. I drank like 2 gallons of water this morning. So I'm going to fucking bathroom like that. And I did a cleansing. So I did the number 2 a lot all night shit. So I've been kind of like cleansing my shit. But yeah, man. For 2 gallons of water, that's a lot of fucking water. And I see the difference too, because like, I always tell people, watch your pee, man. Like the color of your pee. Like watch that shit. That's how you'll know if you eating real bad or you drinking a lot of soda and shit like that, even a lot of tea, because it got sugar in it and shit. So you gotta watch your pee, or watch how your pee look. Even drinking beer sometimes. Like you can tell when you drinking a little too much and shit. Look at your pee. Like my pee now, like I just went to go there and pee and shit. I look at my pee and shit. My shit white. So I know I've been kind of doing my shit. I've been doing it for the last couple of days. Like drinking a lot of water and shit. And cutting down on food and shit. Like I ain't been eating that much. Because I'm getting prepared to not to eat next month. So I'm trying to, you know what I mean, calm down on eating like a lot of red meat and shit and stuff like that. And I don't eat junk. I don't eat junk food like that. Like I don't eat a lot of fucking chips and shit like that. So that's not really like, I don't really like get cravings for that shit. But yeah. But anyway, let's move on. Oh shit. God damn it. Just that quick. Give me a second, yeah.
Right channel.
There we go.
Not going to help the thing. We need to just focus on what we need to focus on. As far as Black people being labor force of this country, what else are we doing?
Hold on, let me shout out to my brother talking to the bedroom. What up, Talk? Shout out to my brother talking to the bedroom. What's going on, bro? We had a wild ass conversation with that nigga Wheezy, man. That nigga crazy, man. Anyway, my bad. Let's get back into it, people. Shout out to my brother talking, man. That shit was crazy I think it was the other night. Not the other night, but it was a couple of nights ago. This nigga Wheezy, man. Ain't nothing changed with that nigga, man. Let's move on.
When we got 25% of us on some kind of government assistance, 1 out of every 3 Black men will go to jail. We got to do something. We got to work with our hands, work with tools, do something, because we're not doing much of anything. And also, one more piece here. Reparations.
See, you know the bad part about that shit is what they don't tell y'all is that niggas don't make money off of selling dope no more. I'm just being real with y'all. It's not like the 80s, bro. It's not even like the 90s or the early 2000s. Niggas can't sell dope no more. Niggas get arrested now, man. That's why, listen. Oh my God. Listen. Niggas ain't making no money off the streets. I'm just telling y'all that now. No one niggas is snitching too much. Right? You can't trust nobody. And I'm going to tell you why niggas, it was some shit. I'm going to tell y'all what, I'm a former street nigga. I get this. I know this for a fact. You know why a lot of motherfuckers ain't really that gangster no more? A lot of these niggas you think gangster, they not. Anybody can shoot a gun. But nobody want to get embarrassed to get their ass whipped. You get what I mean? That's like me sitting here pretending that I ain't never got my ass whipped by nobody in the hood. I used to get my ass whipped a lot. I was scared a couple of times. Like, you gotta be real about that shit. Right? But a lot of these niggas won't admit it. These niggas make up all the excuses in the world why they got their ass whipped. These niggas don't fight no more. So a lot of these niggas are gun gangsters. That's what I call them now. A lot of these niggas are gun gangsters. These niggas can't fight. let me tell you what a real fighter is, right? If somebody, like just a professional fighter, if a professional fighter tell you that they're not scared to fight another man in the ring, they lying. Because you don't know if this dude can whip your ass or not. You don't know that. So anytime anybody, I had to fight somebody, I was already scared that I could get my ass whipped. That's a fighter. Now the motherfucker that think he can beat everybody and shit like that, that nigga's a borderline bully. And most likely he's probably going off his own reputation of whipping people's ass. Right? So it's kind of different. Like it's a little different in certain ways. But any motherfucker you know that been in fights, like I've been in the hood, you know, I lived in the hood and been in fights. Nigga, I was always scared. Because you don't know if that nigga can whip your ass or not. You don't know that. Now, you ain't too afraid to go ahead and throw them hands. You get to a point where you ain't afraid to throw them hands. But it was part of my time when I was growing up, nigga, I was scared to fight. You ever see, listen, I know this for a fact. Listen, you ever see boxing when you see a lot of them niggas, like a nigga got a persona of a knockout artist, right? Prime example, Tank and Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach wasn't scared of Tank power because he wasn't scared, but he wasn't fully scared. Like it wasn't like he went in there, he was so intimidated, right? You don't have to be intimidated of a person to be scared of another person could whoop your ass. Everybody got to fear. Mike Tyson always said, I always was scared. But once you get to fighting, and them punches, you know, because I always tell you, people black out a lot of times when they're fighting. I don't care what nobody say. You don't think you blacked out, but you in this zone. You're like in this weird zone when you fighting. Especially when you're just a brawler. You're just going there and throw them hands. You don't be thinking, bro. That's why you look at it like a Floyd Mayweather, or some of those guys. Like that's why we call them professional boxers. But it's some niggas that you just get in there and just brawl. All they know is to throw hands because they black out. They're in their street fighters. That's how niggas in the street fight. So you might be intimidated at first, but if somebody scare you so much, they got that reputation in the street of whooping ass, and you just seen them whoop ass, you like, oh, you gotta fight him? Oh yeah, you like, nah, I ain't trying to fight that nigga. I ain't gonna try to fight him, man. Like, oh, you right skeptical of fighting this motherfucker. But listen, you have to have some type of experience in like, well, all I be hearing from like black conservative people, y'all don't got no fight, bro. Y'all scared of everything. Like, I'm not scared to be in the hood to talk to niggas, man. Shit gonna happen, bro. But like I told you, even a lot of these motherfuckers, they probably grew up in the black community. They call the black community. Like, did you really grow up in the black community? Like, listen, growing up in the black community or where we come from in the hood, two things can happen to you. I say three, right? I say three. Two things can happen to you. You get people like him that probably had experience in the hood and scared the fuck out of him, and he ran. The Canazors of the world. They just ran. Right? Well, they ain't grow up around a lot of black people like that, but the time they did grow up around black people, they were scared. Right? They scared the fuck out of them. They got bullied. Whatever, right? Now, then you got motherfuckers that actually grew up in the hood that take that shit and hate black people. They really hate black people. Like, hate them. They really hate them. Because their whole environment was hanging around black folks. So they don't know anything outside of that. They don't know how other races could be more, or their experiences outside of the black community with other races of people, even white folks, right? It was all good. But every time I get around some black people in my neighborhood, it's always violent. Them motherfuckers always trying to rob me. They always trying to do some shit to me. Always trying to bully me. You get what I mean? Listen, and let me just say this too. Some black people can be traumatized with some of the shit in the black community has done to them. That's why I don't condone what goes on in the black community. No. Not hurting each other. I don't condone that shit. I regret a lot of shit that I did. And I was a part of. And I didn't help. You know what I mean? I just made the shit worse. Help make it worse. So, no, I don't condone it, but I can see how some people can be traumatized. But after a while, you get older, you get the information, and you know better. You can't keep that. It's like, all right, prime example, right? It's like, if I would have never got no counseling about all the shit that I've been through in my life, I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't think the way I think. You got to deal with your trauma, bro. You got to deal with your trauma, people. You can't just sit there. It's almost like them. Like every time I hear black and so, they always just try to blame black people. What would black people do to you? Like, you so mad about? Like, yo, that happened to everybody in the hood. But nobody is, and that didn't happen to everybody, but we know somebody that happened to, that look like us, that happened to. So you're not the only one. So why are you hating so much? Why you hate your people? Like, you think I hate the motherfuckers that killed my homies or killed people in my family? No. I know better. I know, listen, regardless if I think that motherfucker is evil or not, there's a reason why he did it. I ain't mad at him. Listen, as black people, we got to forgive ourselves. We got to forgive ourselves, and then we got to forgive our own people. That's how we move on. We cannot keep sitting here being mad at some niggas. Listen, I told y'all last show, I'm not mad at the nigga that tried to shoot me and kill me. Nigga, he was supposed to do it. Listen, if I had the chance to do, I'd have did it to him. I'm just telling you that. How my mind was thinking, how I was a street nigga. I'd have did the same thing. So what I'm saying is, why would I be mad at him now? I know better. I know why me and you was probably doing it. Now, if he's still on it, I don't give a fuck. I don't fuck with him. I still wouldn't fuck with him. Like, if he on that shit, I wouldn't fuck with him. But if he ain't on that shit, nigga, we good. Let's do some positive shit. But like, you can't be, even if he's still on that, I'm still not mad at him. You gotta forgive, man. You gotta forgive your people. Listen, it's not about the person. When you forgive people, it's not about them. It's about you. Forgiveness is about you. You have to, listen, forgiveness heals you. But you have to make that choice of what you want to forgive and what you don't want to forgive. Because I don't forgive a lot of motherfuckers for doing certain shit to me. Oh, I would never. I don't care if they black, white, whatever. I don't care. It's certain shit I can't forgive. But when it comes to me getting shot and almost dying and shit in the hood, nigga, I look at that shit that kind of shit was supposed to happen to me. Because I believe in karma. And I believe whatever you put out to the universe, that shit gonna come back to you. So that's why I don't try to treat people grimy and I treat people a certain type of way. I don't try to treat people. I try to treat people like I want to be treated. So, yeah, I can't be mad at a nigga tried to kill me in the street. For what? I was a part of the same survival bullshit that he was in. Or her. There's chicks that'll clap your ass or get your ass set up to be clapped. So, yeah, man. Never be mad at shit like that. You can't be. Especially if you on some moral level shit. You know what I mean? But it is what it is.
Again, always up in the front of us, never gonna happen. As long as you've been living, as long as I've been living, as long as everybody been living and say we need it, and it never gets done. One more piece.
You just said one more piece and you're adding another one. So
I promise.
hold on to it.
I'm gonna land the plane. I'm gonna land the plane. I promise. Reparations is a thing. Like I said, it's a carrot dangle in front of us. They're never really going to get it done. And if it was going to get done, it would have already been done. It's just something that they're using to try and make us stay Democrat. That's what I wanted to say.
Well, Democrats are not doing reparations either. This is not partisan. This is black partisan, baby. Okay? Well, this is not partisan.
She hit him with some real shit. This ain't a liberal shit. This ain't a Republican shit. This is some black shit. And the problem is black people are not unified to get reparations. Honestly, we're not. So we won't get reparations until black people unify. Because see, she's not lying about the liberals. The liberals could have been got black people reparations. But they didn't. But I told y'all why. That's why I'm not a liberal. No, she's not wrong about that. That's one of the reasons why I'm not a liberal, but she's not wrong about that. But don't get this shit twisted. You ain't helping the cause by siding with the liberal. You basically siding with liberals too. So, I mean, how you better? And you a black man. Nigga, come over to this side. Why are you fucking with the Republicans? That's another plantation. Come over here. Holla at us. Oh, you got these things we need to fix. Let's do it together. Stop going over there doing that work for them. Come over here. We can have a conversation amongst blacks. Nigga, you niggas in the hood, y'all fucking the game up. Like let's police ourselves. You don't want to do that. Because you know why? Because you don't have the experience of being around them street niggas. You can't talk to them. Right? And you're scared of them. And you're a coward. And going solo to a little percentage of you sellouts, you so comfortable over there. See, being black in America is not comfortable. I ain't never comfortable. I'm not going to say that. I'll take that back. Only time I'm comfortable is when I'm with my daughter. I ain't never comfortable. Outside of like me and my daughter, like I'm never comfortable. Never comfortable. Can't get comfortable. My mind is always, and I'm always moving. I'm always cautious about every fucking thing. But I'm with my daughter. I'm always comfortable. Because that shit with my daughter is pure. That's pure shit. You know what I mean? The rest of the world has always got an agenda. Everything around you got an agenda. Look, I love my wife. She got an agenda. Everybody got a fucking agenda. But with your kid ain't really got no fucking agenda like that. If she does, it's misleading because she don't know no fucking better. I'd rather be around somebody like kids and shit like that. It's like almost like that Michael Jackson shit. Like Michael wanted to be around people that thinking that shit is weird. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want to be around kids all fucking day. Don't get me wrong. But by him not having a childhood, I get it because I didn't really either. Right? That he wanted to hang around, kids and shit. Like hanging around my daughter sometimes, that shit is like, it feels a certain type of way. Right? Like it's pure. Right? It's no agenda there. I think Mike couldn't really, explain that in a way that people would really understand it. But hanging around kids that's like in a good kids and you know, ain't no especially if, like I say for me, because I ain't gonna say hanging around other people's kids. No, I don't really like that. Because you know, you gotta understand these kids get raised by people differently. My kid is raised a certain type of way. So I'm used to being around my daughter. Now she gets to say some slick shit out of her mouth. I get getting a little pissed. But a lot of times my daughter's so purr, like you can't even really get mad at her. So, like, but hanging around other people's kids and shit, you like, the fuck going on, man? But I don't get me wrong, like I don't want to hang around my daughter all fucking day though. But just her presence, just who she is, that purriness of kids. Like kids are purr. Like kids are funny. Like because they say shit on their mind. Right? Or shit that they picked up and learned. If it's wrong or right, but they picked up shit. It's like you can see the process of them learning shit when they say or act certain shit. Or they do certain shit. You be like, oh, these motherfucking kids, they don't know shit. So you got to check them, man. A lot of us get angry about it, right? Sometimes you do, but a lot of times you don't. You be like, hey, man, you sit your ass down somewhere. Ain't nobody trying to do that. Like, you get what I mean? Like, because they just feeding for information. That's how pure kids are. So I can see how Michael kind of was like, I just want to have fun, you know, be around kids. Kids like to have fun, you know. Mike was just a different nigga, but I get him. I get why, like, cause like that should be cool. Like, no lie to you, right? Like, I get a kick out of seeing kids do kid shit, buying shit for kids to do kid shit. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to do this kid shit? Like, I like my niece and nephews got kids and shit. Let's go do that. Like, I used to throw shit a lot of times just to see them enjoy themselves. I got a kick out of that. That shit made me feel good. I used to try to make sure they good, everything, but y'all got to pop it. Like I used to do that shit. I still do it, but not as much as I used to. Because a lot of them older now. So like my daughters, I got my one niece. Shit, I got my niece and my nephew, they ain't even 10 yet. So, you know, this is their parent shit, you know. That they don't come around like that. And I think it's a part of my wife too. Like she be on some other shit. But trying to get her out of that shit. Right? I'm trying to fuck with her right now though. I think next year, we gonna start trying to do some family shit, like really get the family, like people in the family, like squash some shit in the family. That's probably my New Year's revolution next year. To get the family back, get to start doing shit. You know what I mean? Getting the kids together, we got to go there, go, you know what I mean? You know, look, you got to think about it, right? At the time, me and my wife, we was kind of only like amongst the family on both sides of our family. We probably was the only ones that was like in control of finances. Like we one had a couple dollars, like to throw certain shit. You know what I mean? And it's not like that now. I think they got a couple dollars if they want to throw some shit. You know, we could kind of do it. I just think that me and my wife, we got a little too antisocial in a way that we kind of like not fucking with family and not fucking with friends and shit like that. We got to get better than that. And like I said, our morals change too. Like so a lot of times I can't even be mad at my wife if we not doing shit with family. Her morals change. Like certain shit ain't the same no more. You know, my daughter ain't young no more. So it shit changed, life changed, man. People don't be understanding that, but it is what it is. So people around you change a lot. And you got to respect it. But at the same time, I always tell people, shit around you can change. But that's why loyalty means a lot. Right? I don't fuck what you gonna do, but nigga, shit around my life changed too. But if you know, and I think I'll put it this way: me and my wife, we don't go to shit. You can invite us to shit, but we won't go. I think that our thing is that we're so very protective of our environment that we done blocked everybody off. I think we're part of the problem too. We can't be like that. You know what I mean? When it comes to certain family members. But I think, it comes back down to, again, morals. Like a lot of our friends and family and shit that we fuck with back then, morally that shit ain't the same. Like we probably was all in the same moral shit at the time, right? It's different now. Me and my wife, our morals are different, so we don't do the same shit. We don't want to be a part of that same shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even just the conversations. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, you know, it is what it is. I think we got to do better though. This is me and my wife. We just got to do a little better. And I didn't think it's me. I think I rubbed off on my wife a little too much that way. Like, she very self-conscious on her moral shit that way she don't want to fuck with this or fuck with that. So that kind of it's on me a little bit. We got to open up a little bit. I think I fucked this up a little bit. But that's what I say. Everybody you can grow. I can tell you myself, I could have fucked some shit up, right? So I just got to be a little better. Anyway, let's move on. You know the crazy shit about it. I'm very cautious about materialistic shit, right? And I'm very cautious about living in my means, and I think that's what it is. I don't like when everybody was around. I didn't care about money, right? In a way, and I still kind of don't, but I care about money to the point where I'm not sacrificing. Listen, I don't want to be ever in a position where I spend so much money on other motherfuckers or helping people out that way I can't. I'm looking back, I'm broke, and I can't help my kid. My daughter needs something, and I can't do it. It's a fear for me. So it's just a little different than how I used to interact with the family and friends and shit. It's different for me. So I don't want to spend this money to go do this and go do that, just to have fun for that moment. You know what I mean? When my daughter might need, and I ain't got it, that shit scares me. You know what I mean? And I've been in plenty of situations like that without shit that my daughter need, and I like, damn, we ain't got the money to do that. You know, in the last couple of years, like certain shit. Oh, no, I can't say that. No, that's not true. But no, one time it did. Twice it happened. I was like, damn. Because I wanted to do it, and I couldn't do it. It's a personal thing. I ain't saying my wife. I ain't saying it didn't happen. I'm saying personally for me, I couldn't do it. So I was like, damn, I can't do that. Because I done fucking blew off and did this bullshit. Like, you get what I mean? So I'm like, it's kind of me a little bit. So I just gotta get better at that. But I think I probably won't stop being like that until I retire. Like seriously, like really retire from working. Like seriously, because I'm just gonna always like kind of be amped up. But I do gotta open myself back up. But anyway, let's move on, people.
Who do we vote for? 90% of the time. There's no incentive.
To be quite honest, you're not talking to a Democrat. You're talking to a radical.
Okay, but
My bad. Shout out to my brother Book in the building. What up, Book? I don't know what that means. I'm gonna take it to the mall. I don't know what that means, bro. You gotta explain more.
Let's land this plane very quickly.
Who do we vote for?
Let's land this plane quickly.
Who do
You're
we vote
talking
for?
to a radical, not a Democrat.
Okay,
and
you
so,
are your own person.
Let me tell
who
you
do we
something
vote
now.
for?
I don't know what they told you, but if they told you that cutting me off is how I'm gonna.
No, let me say this. He said, well, who the majority of black people vote for? We vote Democrat. But do y'all understand a lot of black people don't vote? Do y'all know that? Listen, if black people voted more, we probably control a lot more shit in government. But we don't vote as much. And we're disenfranchised. Once niggas get federal records in certain states, you can't vote. So I'm just trying to tell y'all, listen, it's shit in listen, they have set this shit up years ago for black folks with voting rights. You get a felony, you can't vote. In certain states. But listen, and you got to think about it. When black people was down there perfect, when you talking about the civil rights era, they still didn't want us to vote. So why do you think that somehow, some way that they didn't have a plot to stop black people from voting? Just being real. Just being real. Think about it. Listen, you telling me the system ain't against black folks? Listen, you remember the shit down there happened in Florida where the brother, he didn't do nothing wrong. He disobeyed. I guess they brought up the law order or whatever, right? He didn't do what they told him to do, whatever, get out the car, whatever. Right? Now, mind you, he never threw a punch, never resisted arrest. You know, just because that brother didn't get out that car, they didn't charge that cop. It wasn't a black cop that hit him. It was a white cop. They didn't charge him. But I guarantee you, if that was a black cop that did that, because it was a black cop, it was a couple of black cops there. I guarantee if one of them that did it, they'd arrested that nigga. They'd have charged him and arrested him. Listen, it's systemic racism even in the police department. Even former black cops tell you that. Okay? Like, so racism actually really exists all the time. The problem is that black people like to pretend that racism doesn't exist because certain shit that we talk a lot, the majority talk about, that they notice there, it doesn't happen to them. So they pretend that it doesn't exist. Well, it don't happen to me. Nigga, that don't mean nothing. But it's happening to people that look like you. And nigga, it right possibility that can happen. It ain't 100% if you live your life the right way and you cooperate and do everything that the white man tell you to do, that you will not. This shit won't happen to you. It's not 100% of that. That's like when they had the Black Republicans come in America. America is not a racist country. If the country was built on racism, how is the country not a racist country? Oh, because it don't happen as much as it happened back then. Oh, because black people can't vote, or we ain't in slavery, so racism just don't matter no more. Racism always matters. Race always matter. It's just the weirdest shit that some of these cool niggas they come up with. But anyway, people, give me 1 second. Told y'all I'm on that fast, man.
It clicks, stop it now.
All right, people, I'm back. Oh, hold on. Shout out to my brother LT in the building. What up, little bro? Yeah, listen, man. I always tell people, listen, man. Listen, I'm not saying cut family members off and shit like that, but sometimes your morals grow. Like if you feel that people around you that you was close to ain't changed, nobody grown, it doesn't mean that they bad. It's just yo, you grown. That's how I look at it now. Like I don't hang around a lot of my family. Like every time I go around my family, there's no lie to y'all. I don't feel wanted. Right? That's the number one thing. But hold up, but even get back to the number one thing. The reason I don't feel wanted, because I never felt wanted by them. Ever. Never. And I never, like, you know the crazy shit about it? I even try to spare their feelings of telling them that. Like, I never feel wanted around them. And like I said, I gotta take a little responsibility for this too. They still look at me a certain type of way. Like, you gotta understand that. Like, when I tell y'all I was in them streets and shit and I did a lot of fuck shit, listen, I'm not saying I did it to the family, like, but they know I would have killed them if they crossed me in a certain type of way. So you put that type of intimidation and that type of shit towards certain family members and shit, and I wilded out and I used to say and do certain shit. Like, nigga, my reputation, what it is, like, I'm not proud of it, but I can't be mad at them because they don't fuck with me or see me in a certain type of way no more. Like, I don't even get mad about that shit. Only thing that bothers me is that my daughter's nothing like me. But like I said, you ain't gotta fuck with me to have our kids hanging with each other. We ain't gotta do that. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm part of the problem too. Because maybe I gotta work a little harder. Be like, man, I don't give a fuck about you. Look, I'm calling you about the kids. Let the kids come over here and do this. Like, you get what I mean? I gotta kind of do that. And I got so into my own bullshit that I kind of allowed that shit to affect the kids. Because, you know, Kenny, I love the kids, man. You know, I'm all about the kids. So I got to get out of my own bullshit, too. So it ain't just all on them, nigga. I take responsibility for certain shit. I ain't perfect, nigga. It ain't all on them. I know I did some shit wrong. And sometimes, yo, when people do fuck shit to you, yo, you start, like, being petty like them. You know? And I don't like to be like that. Because you treat me a certain type of way. I'm taking that shit out on your kids. You know what I mean? But if you want to keep me from your kids or keep my kid from yours, that's on you. But a lot of times that shit, we blood, we family. So sometimes that shit feel like that to me. But I'm wrong. I should be pushing more for that. And I would listen, I told y'all that's my New Year's revolution or some shit. I know I gotta work on myself for the next couple of months. Next year, yo, I'm gonna be on that shit. I'm getting the kids and shit. Like, I don't give a fuck if they don't come or not. I mean, look, inviting, I'm gonna be doing shit. I'm gonna be a little bit more open. Cause I just think that I've been closed off for the last couple of years. I know that for a fact. You know what I mean? Like I told y'all, that shit don't feel good either. Like, it don't feel good. Like, yo, like that shit didn't feel good. My aunt in like 2 more months and shit. My aunt, her death, and time flies so fucking so fast, bro. My aunt death get ready to come up next year. I mean, in 2 months. I'm sorry, in 2 months this year. Yo, it's that shit gonna fuck me up, and it's around my daughter's birthday too. So that shit gonna fuck me up. So I want to prepare for that shit to be better. I'm thinking about doing something big for my daughter's birthday and around my aunt around all that shit. I'm like trying to unify us, yo. Like I'm working on it. People, I ain't perfect. I just, when your moral compass is different and you think that you just on this moral compass shit, you could be fucking some shit up too. So we got to be better at that. But shout out to my brother LT. He right about that. I don't give a fuck about that, none of that shit. Motherfuckers, they ain't got to stand with me. Listen, if you are racist or a bigot, I don't care. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not trying to reach Trump supporters. I do this show not to give a fuck about none of them Trump supporters. I don't care. I give a less fuck about them. Don't care. You can't change. Listen, you can't change people that got hate in their heart. You know what I mean? Like, even for my people in the street, if them niggas is like they don't want to hear, they don't give a fuck about nothing, then I don't talk to them niggas. I don't. Ain't nothing I can tell you, bro. It ain't nothing. I can't listen. I'm not gonna speak to motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about nothing in life. Like, that's not on me. That's on you. You got that. Listen, and I've been there. There was certain times, yo, in my life, I didn't give a fuck about what you said to me, nigga. I was on me. I was on that type of time. So I don't give a fuck about none of that. I didn't give a fuck about none of that shit that people would say. OGs, family members, my elders, I didn't give a fuck, nigga. I was wild out there at a pretty time. A lot of times, but that way. But, listen. When it get to a certain point, motherfuckers don't want to hear you out. You gotta let that shit be, man. But anyway, let's move on.
Oh, no.
That's not how we're gonna interact.
We having a debate.
A debate does not require continuously cutting somebody off.
Okay, no problem.
Now, I do want to state this. You're stating things as it relates to how money is not fixing a problem without acknowledging the fact that the problem doesn't exist in a vacuum. And that there are so many other factors that are determining how that money is getting spent to impede it from actually fixing a problem. You can put all the money into Baltimore public schools you want, but if you are also putting all this money into policing, into communities that are not getting resources, then you are also creating your own conundrum. The other part of this is
facts. You can put all the money in the world, and it's not even Baltimore. It's other cities and states around the country. You look at Arkansas. Arkansas is one of the most poor states in the country. But they always keep talking about Baltimore. Maryland is more, we have more shit going on here than Arkansas. Our infrastructure better than yours. Mother's like, oh, they test scores is high or whatever. Listen, people, Arkansas got more crime than Baltimore. Do y'all know that? But let me tell y'all something. You notice they only picking out cities, right? Like Baltimore City. Right? Do y'all know if y'all go to the county of Maryland? Because it's a line, right? Like you got Baltimore City, you got Baltimore County, then you got Anne Arundel County, then you got all these different counties. You notice that? Like, put it this way. Because you even got PG County. That's kind of mixed with DC a little bit. You start coming towards more down to Baltimore City, right? Do y'all know that in Baltimore City, there's more important shit here than it is out there in them counties in Maryland? Where they say it's all good out there. Is everything good? Ain't a lot of shit popping out there. Nothing. Go to the harbor. It's popping in the harbor. You'll see everybody down that bitch. Be in the Baltimore City, it's popping. It's money flowing in the city. Illegally, good money, like shit popping. Go to some of these counties. Ain't nothing really popping. The motherfuckers live like Mormons in some of these counties. Ain't nothing popping. Ain't nothing good going on out there. And like I said, and it's very segregated. Like you go to some of these parts, certain parts in the counties, that shit ain't Harford County. A lot of shit, man. Hey, man, come on, please. Them motherfuckers, listen, you go it's a lot of racism out there. There ain't nothing but white folks. Like we call it Jewtown. I forgot what part that is. It's not in the city of Baltimore, but it's like a little outside of Baltimore, but it's kind of still there. But it's Jewtown. The motherfuckers ain't got no, like, yo, they don't even use electricity like that out there. I'm telling you, it's dark as shit. They ain't like no resources go. All that money out there, and they ain't got no street lights on their streets. The fuck out of here. Look, I ain't knocking it. I'm just saying, I'm like, it ain't all what y'all think it is. They always want to talk about Baltimore. Like, nigga, Baltimore City. Like, nigga, you niggas ain't even from here, man. You can't, listen, first of all, as a nigga that grew up in the city, I like calmness. I don't like shit popping off. I like quiet. I grew up around a lot of fucking shit ain't never quiet. But don't get me wrong. Nigga. I told you I'm borderline. I'm city, but county a little bit. Listen, hey man, I need to hear a little shit here and there. I need to know some shit that's fucked up, not that far away from me, and I need quiet. So I kind of live amongst that shit. I almost live in that gray area. I work in the city. I see the shit. Niggas don't fuck with me. I don't fuck with them. They don't fuck with me. I had niggas coming to me all the time. What's up, OG? I did some fuck shit. Not fuck. I ain't say fuck shit, but I did some shit that I ain't supposed to do. Right? I'm driving my truck, whatever. Little nigga. Little young niggas. We in the hood. Niggas like, yo. Yo. They see me riding, I got the door open. I always got my doors open, nigga. I got my side door open. Because when I go through the middle and shit, I like to get my package, get out there, I like to move. It take time to keep opening the fucking door. But, that's how I move. I got my own shit, right? Young nigga like. Two little young niggas. They're like, yo. They see me deliver. Deliver my shit, come back. I got a door open. They see me first time I came with door open, but then they see me, whatever. I guess in their mind, they was like, yo, hey, yo. Let's ask him, yo. He drives up the street. They were trying to go to a store. It was like maybe a block up. Maybe, right? Because I was at a light too. Right? I had to stop at the light. So it was like, yo, he drives up the street and shit. Like, yeah. Y'all hold on. Driving up the street, nigga. Ain't nothing. Wait on the light, whatever. Driving up the street, a block up. Driving the street. Listen, no lie to you. Nigga, I can get in trouble for that. Right? Safety has it, whatever. But It is what it is. You do little shit like that because you understand niggas in the hood, man. Took them up there, they dropped off. Yo, we appreciate it, big homie. Appreciate it, OG. Like, hey, y'all good? Y'all be safe, man. All right. Y'all go ahead. They went on their way, nigga. Mind you, I got packages in the motherfucking truck, nigga. They could have just grabbed some shit, whatever. Not grab nothing. They just wanted that ride up the street. Little young niggas. See, that's what you do. When you from the hood, you know your people. And you treat your people with fucking respect. Look out for them. Even though it might put you in a certain situation. And I don't lie to you. Had I did, I said, damn, these niggas could have got hurt. You know, but it meant something to them. Because you know what? I don't live a struggle. Not no more. I don't live that. So their struggle is different. They thought in their mind. I was them. I probably have thought of that shit too. In a different way, but it probably been the same. And I did that. Let them go do that. Come on the truck. Come on. I'll ride y'all up there. Full of motherfucking packages. I did that. In the middle of the fucking hood. I don't listen. I don't work in the hood, nigga. I mean, I don't work outside I ain't gonna say I don't work outside the hood. Sometimes I get certain routes, but that's because I probably pick somebody else route up that called the fuck out. But usually my route is in the city. Because niggas scared to work in the city from where I'm from. Where my station is. These niggas scared to work in the city. I ain't scared to work in no fucking city. Nigga, I had my doors open wintertime, summertime. I had them bitches open in the middle of the hood. Give a fuck about that. Because I ain't scared of my people. You can't be scared of your people. Listen, you can't say you love your people if you're scared of them. You can't be scared of them. You know, I'm a fucking trouble. I could have got in there letting them niggas just ride a block. But I did that for my people because I give a fuck about them little young niggas. Wanted to let them niggas know I'm coming through this bitch all the time, nigga. Respect me when I come through. You know I'm going to look out for you if I can. I ain't going to be able to do everything that you want me to do or you ask me to do. But nigga, here and there, I do some shit for you. That's how you do. Motherfuckers, like, at this point, motherfuckers know me in the hood. I'm from the hood, but I'm not from that side. Right? Like, I'm from the east. I work over the west. Yo, none of them niggas, yo. And then, nigga, I'm an old nigga. Like, so them niggas don't know me. You feel me? Like, they don't know me. I'm old. All the older people that live in the hood, hey, baby, be safe out there, baby. I said, I'm good. Like, motherfuckers be thinking I be rolling around the hood scared. I ain't never scared of my people, nigga. Whatever happened, nigga. Like, I don't move like that. You motherfuckers got fear in their heart. I don't have fear in my... When it comes to my people, I ain't scared of my people. Nigga, I roll with... Listen, I swear to you. I roll to... Like, I had to deliver to a fucking... a bar in the hood. I left the door open. All my shit in it. I got, I had 2 phones. My keys and all that shit. I don't give a fuck. I can get all that shit back, nigga. I want my people in the hood to respect me when I come through. And if I got it, I give it to you. If I don't, nigga, step above me. But I ain't never scared of my peoples, man. I don't move around the fucking hood like that. Niggas crazy, man. And nigga, listen, let me tell you something. Niggas in the hood probably did more shit. You think these young... So I'm supposed to take everything that would happen to me back in the day from niggas that ain't got nothing to do with niggas, black niggas in the hood that did to me back in the day. I'm supposed to take it out on these young niggas that ain't never did nothing to me. I don't know every fucking black person in the world. How the fuck am I mad at every black person in the hood? How? That's street mentality shit. That's assuming that everybody you see somebody that's hood, they gonna do something to you. No. That's street mentality shit. That's why I tell you these coons are coons. This is why I call them coons. How the fuck? Your experience is your experience, bro. I ain't go to every fucking hood where everybody's try to do something to me. I remember a sister say to me right I was delivering. I was in the hood. She said to me, she said, baby, you ain't got your doors open, you ain't scared of nothing. I said, hey, what the fuck about that shit? I said, I'm from the hood. I ain't scared of my people. Told her straight up like that. I said, I ain't scared of my people. She said, damn, baby. She's like, I respect that. And then she tried to holler at me and shit. I was like, nah, I'm married. She was like, oh, all right, cool. You get what I mean? Like, yo, you don't, like, yo, stop being afraid of your people, man. Listen, if I'm not doing what my niggas in the hood doing, what the fuck am I afraid of them doing? I mean, what am I afraid of them to do to me? I'm not a part of what they do. I know what they done because I was in them streets like they is now. That's the connection. But I don't do what these niggas do. So I don't give a fuck about that shit that people care about. I wish they didn't do it, but I want to show them like, hey, niggas, you know, we do this shit. You know how many niggas came up to me in the hood? This is why I be saying, like, these coon niggas, they be sitting out here acting like everybody in the hood doing street shit. You know what I mean? Niggas came up to me was like, yo, I want to do what you doing, bro. How can I do that? I get that shit asked of me every week I work. And I've been working for what? Amazon for about, 3 years now? Get the fuck out of here, bro. So everybody in the hood ain't on that dumb shit. I see people that work 9 to 5s in the hood, nigga. People getting off work. But that's all they can afford to be there in that community. Or they own that fucking house. You don't think some of the people that even own them houses, if they sold their house, they can move somewhere else? They can't afford certain shit. There's still people right now paying mortgages in the hood for little ass houses that cost them a grip. And you think they can go out and buy some bigger shit? They don't make enough money for that. Like, understand the hood if you're going to talk about the fucking hood. You don't know what these people go through. You got elderly people there. They didn't work their whole fucking life, nigga, retired. They disabled. They can't move. They only can pay with that house that they own. I talk to homeowners, nigga. I talk to them all the time. I'm talking to the people. I'm out there with the fucking people in the hood. So how's a fucking coon gonna tell me about the hood? I ain't even in the hood no more. I'm not like in the streets. I'm not even living like amongst them in that way. But I go to the hood all the time. How the fuck is a coon nigga gonna tell me about the hood? You don't even work in the hood. You know how fucking proud I feel to even work amongst my people? To see, like, at least I know my people, I see all the money that they spending. But I wish they would spend that on black-owned shit. So a part of it feel good, but the other part of it make me feel a certain type of way. I get upset. All this money y'all niggas keep spending, I'm coming here, man. What the black-owned shit? You understand how fucked up a lot of our people are, man? And it's generational shit. But the coon niggas, they move out and they get their shit and they move out and they forget how shit goes on in the hood. Nigga, I go through listen, because you ain't no way you can pee a lot of times in the hood. You gotta go in the alley. Nigga, I park my truck, go in the alley and take a piss. Ain't nowhere else I can piss. Because I keep telling y'all, it ain't a lot of shit in the hood like you think. They had a little Burger King, McDonald's in there, but nigga, it's some distance, nigga. And it depends where you at in the hood. These motherfuckers thinking that everybody you see in the hood is just catching buses. Niggas got cars. It's traffic crazy in the hood. They're like black people in the hood is like we ain't got shit. There ain't no good people in the hood. Fuck out of here, man. Listen, yes, people, you can go to certain parts in the community that they'll be like, dang, this shit stank around here. Or this shit don't look good around here. That's the hood, man. Shit happens, bro. Everywhere you go ain't gonna smell lovely, nigga. You ain't in the county. You ain't where everybody, they bought houses and shit and everything. The grass cut and the environment smell good. Listen, shit. I can go to certain communities where I do work, like in the county parts. Listen, nigga, it don't smell good out there, nigga. I don't like the smell of garlic. It just stink out there to me. Like, seriously. To me, it does. But, nigga, I be in the hood, nigga. I smell that chicken smell, nigga. That carry out smell. Oh, woo. That shit smell good. Make you wonder, hey, yo, where the space at? Where they cooking at? Where the sub shop at? I'm a hood nigga. Love that shit, man. You know that a lot of that food gonna be good. Understand too, black folks, that our culture matters. I'll be in certain spots, I'll be like, why are these white people here? But they're amongst us. They're amongst us. But they trying to gentrify certain shit. But I'm just telling you, like, yo, come on, man. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's a certain part of Baltimore, kind of where I live, where you see, like in South Baltimore, we call it Pigtown. Listen, and I'm in South Baltimore, but it's a certain part of Pigtown. It's a certain part we call Pigtown. South Baltimore. Nigga, you listen. I ride through it all the time. You see white people out that bitch like nodding off. Straight crackheads. Just nodding off. And it's a mixture. You see black, white people, Mexicans, all of them. All living amongst each other. And it's fucked up community. Not that far from me. Honestly, it's like a bridge or some shit. You can say, like, it's like getting on like turnpikes or something. Like, it's not that far, bro. It's not like y'all think. If you ain't from the city, you don't understand what I'm saying. But motherfuckers from Baltimore know what I'm talking about. You go down there in Pigtown, South Baltimore, nigga, you'll see a whole bunch of crackhead ass white folks. Mexicans, all of them. Black folks, all of them sitting out there just chilling all day on crack, homeless. Got tents and shit out there. The fucking area is fucking horrible. You can't blame that on black folks because there's white people out there. And that's the area where white people be. That's how much crack fucked that neighborhood up. They don't fix it up. All they do is police it. So all they do is police that shit. Matter of fact, it's off of Monroe Street. And anybody from Baltimore, you know Monroe Street at the end of that shit down in Sobo, nigga, that shit is trash. But then right before that, then it's like a street after that, right after that, you got all these big ass important businesses, FBI, certain clearances you gotta get to certain shit to get in those buildings. It's gates and shit. You can't even get in there. Unless you know what I mean, you got clearance. Because I delivered to those places. I didn't even know these places existed 3-4 years ago. No lie to you. Don't let these people trick you out of shit, man. Hood shit is everywhere. Listen, the thing about Baltimore is very small. So a lot of shit that I'm talking about, you be like, yo, that shit got to be some distance. It's not. It's actually all in the same facility. It's all there. It's always there. I always tell people Baltimore is the most, like, yo, if you come to Baltimore, you'll get everything, yo. You can get that shit in one day of what the fuck the city is about. Right? Like, what's there, right? But you won't be able to move around that bitch if you don't know the politics. Because it's so close. Like, you need a couple of years to know the politics. Because you got to know how to move. Like, as far as the move, you got to know how to move. You got to have the politics. You got to be there for a long time. But if you just came to Baltimore, yo, you would think you know how to move, but it's so small you wouldn't know how to move. Because you can't move that way, you can't move that way, you can't move that way, you got to move this way, you got to move that way. You know what I mean? And you got to speak the same language. If you don't speak the same language as a lot of Baltimore niggas going to be looking at you, nigga, they're going to look at you as food. Seriously. And you got to be protected down here in a way. Like, crackheads can get away with shit. If you on drugs, yeah, you can get away with a lot of shit. You ain't got to, but if you ain't from here and you ain't on drugs, you can't move around Baltimore like that. As small as we is, you can't move right there. If you're a crackhead, you probably can move better than, listen, a crackhead can move better than you if you ain't on drugs. I put that on my life. Oh, yeah, all this shit went off. I'll turn the speakers back on, people. Give me a second. But yeah, man. Listen. I always tell people, I've been to some fucked up places, right? I live in Ohio. I got people out in Chicago. Been there. Listen, even LA. Ain't nothing like Baltimore, bro. This shit is different. It's too small to be on that fuck shit. Niggas get killed if you don't move right. I'm being dead serious about that. If you don't know how to move down here, you will get killed. Seriously. You better know somebody down this bitch. If you don't know nobody around this bitch, I guarantee you in a week, you could get killed or robbed. You probably can get robbed in like 2 days. Right? But you better know somebody. You just can't roll around in the hoods. And you can't just roll around like that. Nigga, you better have a purpose of being around where the fuck you at. You got no purpose of being, like, even for me, like when I rolled around in the hood and shit, niggas, they know I'm working for Amazon. You don't think them niggas want to rob them trucks? Yeah, okay. Think that all you want. Them niggas want to ride them trucks, but they don't. There's a reason for that. Give me 1 second. All right, people, I'm back. Yeah, you listen. You gotta know how to move down this bitch. It's not like on some fuck shit. Cause you like you know the crazy shit about Baltimore. You can go to a certain part where nigga you can be cool at, but then you can turn a corner where a whole nother niggas got some old other shit going on. And if you don't know them niggas around there, nigga, you in trouble. That's how small that is. But usually, like I said, it's a little better though. I can say that I don't want shit on my city like that to be like, oh, shit is all bad, nigga. Like, nah, like it got better. It got better. There's certain, like I said, you just gotta know how to move. You gotta know when you're in certain parts. You just do. You know what I mean? And I've been out of the game a little minute too, so I know for a fact that I can't move certain places. You know what I mean? I just can't. Not personally. Like I can't move that. Like if I'm outside of me working, I can't move certain places around in my city like that. I just can't. But like I said, the one thing about Baltimore that you'll really genuinely understand when you come out here, we don't fuck with the police at all. We don't. Now, you know how some people on the right wing, they say, oh, anti-police, nigga, we anti-police. We don't fuck with police regardless if we doing something good or not. And we can do good. We don't fuck with the police. Our reputation with the police, nigga, Google our shit, nigga, learn the history of Baltimore police or what they did to Baltimore, to the citizens down here. That shit is like, and you gotta understand, we was smaller than like New York. Like, nigga, that stop and frisk shit that was happening in New York, it was nigga 10 times worse than down here. So, yeah. We don't fuck with the police, and that's the thing. We watch out for the police all the time, nigga. It don't matter where we at. We always watch out for the police. It's almost like a niggas being not like not scared, but we kind of like we on point. It don't matter where we go. Like, nigga, I don't even like I'll put it this way. I'm more afraid of the police when I leave the city than I'm in the city. That's real talk. Because when we in the city, nigga, I know everybody, nigga, we all going, like niggas don't play with the police. We ain't scared of the police like that. But we worry about them. We know what's up with the police. Like, everybody on the same type of time. But when I leave the city or whatever, nigga, I'm worried about the police. In the city, I don't worry about the police like that. I don't. And then the one thing I can say this too. The reason, a part of why I don't worry about the police, because I know my people's gonna make sure I'm good. Be way. Like, when I go to the hood or whatever, I know I'm good. Like, my people's gonna be like, oh no, that's Kenny. No, hey man, keep me away from the popo. You know, they keep me away from shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's different when I go in the hood. Even my family, it's just different. They know to keep me away from it. They listen. Me even getting a certain type of way or acting a certain way, my family know how I used to be. So if I like, and I still got that mentality a little bit, yo, that shit bothers them. They be like, oh no, get this nigga out of here, man. Come on, hey, put that nigga on the porch. Hey yo, K, man, get your ass over here, man. You know what I mean? Nigga, get on the porch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I'm in the hood. And the crazy shit about it is, like, I move like I ain't never left, right? But when I go look back at that lot of shit, like even at my aunt, like we went to her funeral or whatever. And I was moving, I was in the hood and shit. And I remember my aunt said some shit. I ain't living around in the hood no more. I ain't around that shit. I remember one of my aunts, my youngest aunt. right? She said some shit about, like, we was all chilling, we was all cool, you know, whatever. And then my aunt just started flipping out. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. My aunt like, oh, well, I don't fuck with that bitch like that. Whatever, like, I'm like, who's she talking about? Mind you, the whole time this chick sitting on the porch with us. Like, yo, when we do that, and my aunt a gangster like, she used to be a gangster like that. She not like that no more. You know. I say my aunt would have checked the bitch, like checked her, like, you know what I mean, get the fuck out of here. So she didn't like the chick or whatever. Listen, like I said, I don't know the politics. Like, I mean, I don't know the politics now. Like, shit is different. Like, I don't know what they doing. Like, right, like, you get what I mean? So it's like I'm coming around. I'm like, damn, it's like that. Well, you ain't like it like that. Just say that shit. Fuck going on, right? But that's my arrogance. I didn't know you live in the hood, certain shit you can't say, right? Because it's politics to the shit. But me, my ignorant ass, I go to my homie, because he defend. I was like, oh, so that must be his girl. I said, okay, I don't know the politics. So I go holler at my man and shit. Well, he my big homie. I ain't gonna say my man, he my big homie. I go to him and shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on, man? Like, yo, my aunt don't want her around or whatever, nigga. She can't come back around. I stand on business with that. Man, he was like, man, I don't know what the fuck, you know. Yeah, I get it. But no, he said, yeah, I get it or whatever, you know. Blah, blah. I say, I don't know what the fuck going on. He's like, you don't know? I said, no. So he sitting there explaining that shit to me. I said, yo. Well, when my aunt, no, I ain't gonna say that. My aunt said some shit. I was like, all right, she said what she said. And then he told me with, you know, whatever. I'm like, yo, well, look, you know how we go. This Jackson Street. It's St. Clair Street, but you know it's Jackson Street. You know how I go. I was like, yo, she can't come back, bro. He was like, I get that. He's like, but I told him, I said, I ain't got no beef or whatever, no blah, blah, blah. And then, like, my cousins and shit, they started tripping. They getting mad or certain shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? But this is what happens when you not in the streets no more. This is what happens when you don't come around in the hood no more. You don't know the politics. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Right? So I go, whatever. I'm like, yo, now my cousin got an issue. I'm like, yo, what's going on? So, yo, listen, man, it's like this. Now I get pissed because now I'm on that. Like, now I gotta go back to who I used to be, right? In a way, because that's what that shit did to me. That's why I don't hang around the hood like that. So now I gotta go back to who I used to be. So I tell my man, my big homie, like, that's my dude. Like, I've been knowing him since I was a kid. He my big homie, like, you know what I mean? But, you know, I'm one of them niggas in the streets too. Like, I'm that guy. And he always respected me too, but it's different now. He's still there. I'm not. Man, I say what I said. I said, look, man, hey, I don't give a fuck what the fuck going on, man. My aunt just passed away. I don't give a fuck about what none of you niggas talking about. You niggas ain't fucking this shit up. I say, yo, they can't come. Squash that shit. It's all good. You do what you gotta do, and I'll calm them the fuck down. I was on some peace shit at this point. Like, yo, nah, we not doing that shit. Like, nah. I said, I got this. They don't want the motherfucker come. Listen, my aunt, that's her sister. Shorty can't come around. That ain't happening. I don't know the fuck what's going on. I don't care. But that ain't happening. So he was like, all right, y'all, I got that, blah, blah, blah. Then you just start seeing niggas pull up. Like, seriously, niggas just genuinely start pulling up. Now, mind you, I ain't scared. Niggas, I got my shit in the car. Like, nigga, I start busting on these niggas and they ain't even thinking I'm gonna start busting. Right? But that nigga, I wasn't scared. I'm my car, nigga, I start busting. No, actually, no. I take that back. No, actually, I didn't have my car. I didn't even have my car. I ain't have my gun, none of that shit. I take that back. I ain't tell the truth. I didn't have my car because I look back at it and I ain't have my gun on my car. Because when we went to the funeral, we left in my car. And my wife took that back with my daughter. So I didn't have my gun. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Oh, damn. You know what? That's why I thought about it. No, that's not true. That's not true. Take that back. I did have my gun. I took my gun out of my car. When my wife, she was going to go back, I took my gun out of the car, put that shit on my dick. And I took that shit when we went back to my grandma's house in the hood. I put that shit in the basement. Like I used to back in the day. It's a hiding spot I got down there in my grandma's basement. I used to keep all my guns. So, yeah, I did have a gun. But I wasn't close to it. Put it right away, because if some shit happened, I couldn't get down there to the basement to pull that bitch out. So, kind of basically out there, whatever. But the point is, I did have my gun, though. But I thought I didn't, because I thought about it. I said, nah, I did, because I took it out. Yeah, whatever. But anyway, so I'm like, yo, we got squashed. It's like, yeah, man, you know, whatever. And the crazy shit about it was like, yo, my peoples, they, like, my cousin, he mad. You gotta remember, my aunt just died. It was her funeral, bro. And he mad, and I get it. So ain't nobody, like, I get why he mad, right? In a way, right? But my aunt and shit, I'm like, yo, this is not the day for that shit. But then a part of me do get it, because her sister just died. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of fucking emotions rolling around. And motherfuckers is wilding. And I'm out that bitch. You know. I'll put it this way, y'all. I'm not a street nigga no more. But it damn near made me, like, shit could have went so left that where I could have killed somebody. Because anything happening in my family, in my presence, nigga, it goes down. That's how I'm loyal. That's how much I'm loyal to my peoples. Or anybody that fuck with me. In my presence, nigga, if some shit pop off, nigga, it pop off, nigga. I kill you. Like, that's just my model. That's how I think. But I look back at that shit, I was like, damn, why did I do that? But I should have took my ass home. But I shouldn't have took my ass home. Too, because I was needed there. Because if I probably wasn't there, my family, they all was like emotionally fucked up. My aunt just died. Shit could have went so left. But I pieced some shit up though. Like, it was crazy because that wasn't my model of who I was. Right back in the day, nigga, I'm the one that my family be like, no, nigga, we gotta piece some shit up and calm this nigga down. Now I turn into the nigga that piece shit up. That's what I'm saying. Like, that shit was crazy for me. I was like, I'm telling my nigga, like, yo, we good, man. Like, yo, on that shit down, we good. Like, you know what I'm saying? We good. I'm going around, because you see niggas pulling up. Like, I'm talking about, like, at the time when we got there, it was daylight, right? It's nighttime at this point, but, you know, shit started happening at night, but nobody was really popping up like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But once that shit started happening, my homie and shit, whatever, my big homie and shit, he, you know, shit started going left, and I was like, oh, and I just started seeing niggas pull up. I said, oh, shit, shit get ready to go left. I wasn't scared. It was just, I knew the shit was getting ready to go left. I was like, yo, look, I ain't on that shit. I ain't here for that shit, man. We all good. We family, man. And he was like, yo, you know, whatever. I was like, yo, this is the family. I like, yo, you know how I get down there. Like, he was like, yeah, yo. He's like, I know that little homie, blah, blah. He telling me, and I'm like, yo, all right, well, nigga, tell him to chill. Like, it ain't like that. I said, yo, my aunt just died, nigga. Like, nigga, we ain't on that. Like, I ain't on that. Like, you know what I mean? I said, you already know what I'm on. I said, but I'm not even on that. I just, like, you know what I mean? He was like, yo, I got you, little homie. I got that. I'm going to calm this shit down. whatever. And it wasn't for my big homie. Shit could have went so left. Or even for me, of like, if I was on that, if I just went with my family and just was on that type of time, they was tripping, bro. But they just was like, you gotta understand, emotions was flying. They was mad. They was upset. They was like, fuck her and all this. I'm like, yo, whoa. And mind you, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I think that would fuck me up too. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So I was like, nah, yo, this was this shit. Like, yo, whatever it is, she can't come back over. I don't know what the issue is. I don't really give a fuck. I said, yo, my aunt just passed away. My motherfucking grandmother's up in that bitch. You know what I mean? And ain't nothing happening. Just telling you that now. I said, yo, we go this route. I'm telling this to my big homie. And he know me, nigga. This is my big nigga, my big homie. I was like, yo, if this shit go this route, nigga, you know how I'm getting now. He was like, yeah, I know. He's like, yo, I got this. You know, your family, my family. Like, and that's how we are. We family. But you know, you got niggas outside of that, and niggas start pulling up, and shit can go left. And I was like, damn. And listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is the reason why I don't hang around the hood. And be real to y'all. Now was scared. It wasn't about that. It was about, yo, damn. We doing this? Hey, nigga, it's my fucking aunt funeral. This happened on my aunt's funeral, bro. I just told the story because I was comfortable talking about it. But yo, this shit happened on my aunt's funeral, man. And I went to the hood and this shit happened, man. That's why I be trying to tell people, like, nigga, I ain't never scared of the hood, nigga. I'm sitting there, I got one gun. And I ain't even near the gun that I brung. It's in my grandma's house. I'm sitting out there trying to be a peacemaker. That's why I tell you people, I ain't on that street shit no more. Like, yo, niggas was trying to do some shit. And I'm like, yo, nah, hey, man. Tell them niggas chill. And you just start seeing niggas roll up. Like, yo, get the fuck out of here, man. I said, you know how I get down, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, nigga. You know. And my big homie's like, nigga, I know. He was like, yo. I said, yo, there's some emotional shit going on. I don't know what's going on. I ain't been around. I don't know what the fuck going on between my aunt and Shorty. My aunt told me what happened, but it doesn't matter. It's not the time for that shit. You know what I mean? It was almost like, let me just say something. It almost felt like they was waiting on me to come for some fuck shit to go left. I felt like if some shit would have went left, they'd have blamed me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how I felt. Like, at the everything happened. And I was so glad I was the peacemaker. You know what I mean? Because everybody used to me fucking up. Even when I left and shit, they was like, yo, I left my fucking, the shoes I went with at my aunt's funeral. I left that shit at my grandma's house. She was like, you don't want your shoes? I said, fuck them shoes. I get some more. Not my grandma say that, but, you know, family was like, oh, man, fuck them shoes. I'm good. I'm going to fuck home. Drunk. And then and then it's crazy. Me and my wife got into it. And we didn't really get into it, but, you know, we didn't see eye to eye or whatever. My wife left or whatever. I said, I ain't ready to go. You go. Ain't nobody tell you bring your ass back over. I was like, stupid shit was happening. I put it that way. And I was out of pocket, and a whole bunch of shit was out of pocket. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I was mad at this point. Like, I couldn't believe, like these motherfuckers, like, this is my aunt's funeral. This shit shouldn't be happening. But, like I said, if you really think about it, if you're from the hood, this shit's supposed to happen. Like, this shit happens all the time, bro. I was lucky ain't no gunfire start popping off. Because that shit usually happen in the hood. People die and shit. Actually, I remember we were celebrating a nigga getting killed. The same night that we celebrating, nigga got killed amongst us. So, like, you know, but you've been out the game for a while, so you're not used to it like you used to. Like, you know what I mean? So it was like, when I thought about it, I was like, damn, okay. We got lucky that night. Everybody. Me, myself, everybody. Because shit could have went so left. Niggas could have got killed. Niggas could have got shot. It was so much dumb shit on my fucking aunt fucking night. People like, okay, you never talk about that. I didn't talk about it because I wasn't comfortable talking about it. And I wanted to like let that shit mingle for a little bit. And it was crazy because it wasn't like, oh, and I'll be honest about it. I had to pee so bad, right? My cousin, both of my cousins, my youngest cousin and my older cousin. My youngest cousin, it was her car. We all live in the same area, right? Like even now, we all live in the same area. We only fuck with each other, talk to each other. Other than my cousin, I call him his name shit. My older cousin. I get to the house, nigga. Be honest about it. That's what I told you. I don't lie about shit, y'all. I tell y'all the truth. Got to the house, I had to pee so bad. Got to the house, nigga. I thought I could make it to the fucking bathroom. Soon I got in the kitchen, I pissed on myself. So I was trying to hold him for because at that time I drunk so much. By the time I got at the house, man, I got here at the house. I pissed right in front of the fucking, like the kitchen is over here. And I pissed right in the floor. Now I thought I could make the bathroom. I got 2 bathrooms. I got one upstairs and I got one right here on this floor. I got 3. I got 3 bathrooms. I got one upstairs. I got one on the second floor. I got one on the third floor. I got 3 bathrooms, actually. And I couldn't make it, bro. I said, dang. Peed all over myself. I had to get my pissy ass in the shower. That's how fucked up that day was, bro. Like, and even that same day mom died, I felt a certain type of way. Like, I felt like we was leaving her. I don't know what that's why I don't go to funerals. That's why I don't like funerals. It almost seemed like you know, the last time I felt like that was with my Aunt Bun. I felt like we was leaving her there. I didn't even go to my aunt. We couldn't even go to my aunt with that shit because she died in COVID. She died from COVID. So that's why when them COVID deniers and all them fucking Trump supporters, I get angry about that shit. Like, nigga, I lost an aunt in COVID. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck you don't believe in COVID. Stop talking to me. Like, seriously, I lost somebody and I couldn't go to our funeral. So fuck you. That's why I don't pay the fucking Trump support. Like I listen, if I hated y'all, like that's a reason I should hate y'all, because y'all put people's lives in danger with y'all dumbass rhetoric and got my aunt killed. With your stupidity. And then even if you didn't get her killed, but you pushed that narrative almost to not giving a fuck about them. I just died. You know, no mind. Let's move on, man. But yeah, my aunt would let pass away. I feel angry about that. I still to this day I do. I'm so angry at like people that's anti-vax and you know they don't care about like that shit bothering me, man. She didn't want to hurt nobody, bro. She was going to work every day. Her ass should have stayed the fuck home, but she couldn't financially. My aunt worked every day in her life. She worked at fucking McDonald's. You know how long my aunt been working at McDonald's? For 30 years. 30 years. Worked at McDonald's. You know how long it took her to be a manager? 20. You motherfuckers sit there. Listen, man. Took her 20 years to be a manager. I'm gonna tell you some great shit. about my aunt. You gotta understand, she really my great aunt because my mom, she's the aunt of my mom, right? Like she's like all my aunts and shit, right, on my mom's side of the family that I know, they're the sisters of my grandmother, right? My mom is the only child. No. My mom, my cousin Man, my cousin Butch, my cousin Quanda. Even though I'm older than her, but she, over top of me in a way. Shit. My cousin Wendell, Tasha, and shit like that. Yeah. They're like a lot of them are my first cousins. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, they're my second cousins. A lot of my cousins I grew up with, they're my second cousins. They're not my first cousins. Their kids are my first cousin. My second cousin's first kids is my first cousins. So that's how crazy that shit is with that. But when my aunt Willette died, man, that shit fucked me up. Because out of all my family, damn near everybody that I knew, right, on that level, right, outside of my grandma died. I don't even know how my grandma died. So to this day, I don't. People say drugs, people say whatever they say, but I don't know how she died. So when my aunt died, that shit kind of broke me. And it still do. It breaks me. Like, my aunt, like, yo, she was that fucking connection to the family. And I can't explain that shit to y'all, but she connected everybody. She knew everybody in the fucking family birthday. I don't give a fuck if she was buzzed up. She didn't drink like that. But when she had a little something, she sipped a little something. But when she did a little drugs back in the day, but she was the consistent motherfucker in the hood that grew up with, like, my aunt was that motherfucker. Her and my aunt Bunt, they was that. Right? Like, they was the foundational of the fucking family. Cause like I said, my grandma died like when I was like 2. If I'm not mistaken. I was like about 2, maybe 3. It's like 2 or 3. Something like that. And I only have like this weird ass dream I had about my grandmother, my mom's mom. Like, I don't have no like this crazy dream like that. I mean, I don't have this experience with her like that. I don't know her. So even to my grandfather, I just have this visual of him, seeing him. That's all I seen of him. But I don't know that nigga. You know, like on his side of the family, we come from a slave trade. Like this shit go back to him. I know the history, but that shit go deep. Like his father was a slave. My grandfather, his father was a slave. So my shit go back deep with that. But you gotta understand something too. Like on both sides of my family, mom and dad side of the family, you know, the women outlast the men. So that's why we got so much love for the women in our family. And that's true. That's true. That's the real shit. And people can sit there and you shouldn't worship no woman. Nigga, listen. Hey man. The most important people that ever taught me anything in my life was women. Not about manhood. Just told me give a fuck about other people. My aunt that passed away, nigga, she didn't tell me about manhood. And my aunt said, I'm talking about, nigga, they told me how to care about people. You don't gotta be like motherfuckers. I remember my aunt picked me up I got locked up. Mind you, my aunt was just, like me and my mom was beefing at the time, right? My aunt got me together. I was in the street or whatever. And she was like, hey, your mom want to take you out. She want to talk to you, talk to you, whatever, right? I said, I don't want to do that shit. Fuck her. Whatever, right? My aunt say, hey, do that for me. Go talk to your mom. Go hang out with her. Blah, blah, blah. My aunt Willette that's dead right now. That died from COVID. God rest her fucking soul, man. I know what that woman did for me. It may not mean nothing to you or anybody, even my family in that way. But that shit meant something to me. And she told me, she said, hey, let that shit go. Fuck that shit. Go hang out with your mom. And we go out, right? And I do it, right? I do my aunt say. And I go out. Mind you, I'm still in the street. So my mom, she take me out. My mom buy me everything I want. I'm getting anything I want. You want this? You want that? You know what I mean? Because my mom clean now. She ain't on the drugs. She's trying to make up for some shit. I say, yeah, all right. It's all materialistic bullshit. But at the time, you feel a certain type of way about it. But it still don't feel, for me, at that time, I can tell you, it didn't feel that good. I still don't give a fuck my mom like that. But she did it. I went along with it because of my aunt. And I did it. And I did that shit, y'all. And you know what happened out of that? Everything was good. Me and my aunt, we all went out separate ways. I remember my aunt said, y'all good. I'm going to go ahead, do what I do, whatever. You go ahead and do, go with your mom, do whatever you're going to do. Me and my mom ain't speak for a minute. Because my mom wanted that. My mom actually wanted that. I didn't want that shit. She called my aunt and was like, I'm going to get y'all together, blah, blah. My aunt did that. God rest her soul, man. And we did that, whatever, right? Everything went okay. Wasn't nothing bad. Nothing happened bad. It was just that I ain't want it. But other than that, I went along with it. I didn't give a fuck. Right? So everything happened or whatever. And everything happened or whatever. My aunt left. Everybody left. I leave my mom. No, I'm sorry. No, my aunt didn't leave. I'm sorry. My aunt didn't leave me. She stayed there. Made sure, all this shit happened or whatever. You go wherever you want to go. I said, all right, I'm good. I'll go back to the hood. She said, all right, cool. You can go better. You good? Everything good? Your mom wanted to do that for you. I was like, okay, cool. I still don't fuck with her. And she was like, well, your mom wanted to do it. I'm glad you did it for me. Blah, blah, blah. That's my aunt, man. I miss her, man. God damn, I miss her. Oh, like, oh, I miss her, man. I don't know what that woman did for me, man. So I do that. Everything over. We go on separates. I swear to you, right after that, shit happened to me and my mom, whatever. I got my clothes, whatever. She bought me a whole bunch of shit. Right? And I think back in the day, what we was wearing, FUBU, all that other, whatever the materialistic shit was, my mom bought that shit for me. Took me shopping. She bought a whole bunch of shit. You know what I mean? Put a couple of dollars in my pocket. You know what I mean? After that shit was over, my aunt take me back. She said, "You sure you want to be?" I said, "I'm good." I said, "All right. Call me later, blah, blah, blah." My aunt leave, whatever, right? But they dropped me off. I'm sorry, they dropped me off. It was like a cab. It was like a hack. I'm sorry, it was a hack. They dropped me off. She dropped me off. Which we call hacks back in the day, Ubers, nigga. Okay? Mixed with like cab shit. Like it was like an Uber cab shit. And y'all niggas, you know. Come on, man. Anyway, but I get there. Everything good. I go holler at my niggas on the street. We go there. It's like, nigga, where you been all day, bro? But I remember my nigga said, where you been all day? I said, nigga, I was hanging around with my mom and shit. She bought me some shit with her, blah, blah, blah. And that after that, right after that, my niggas like, all right, nigga, we back. Right? Because now you in hood shit now. Right? You get back to what you do. Niggas like, all right, nigga, I'll go buy some weed. Y'all want some weed? You know what I mean? Niggas like, yeah, nigga, want some weed, whatever. We go get some weed. We all rolled off down the street, but on a block, a couple blocks down from where we actually know where we from. Because there's one block that always sold weed. It was called Durham. And I'm talking about the whole strip. I'm not talking about a 1 block, 2 blocks. I'm talking about the whole fucking strip of that. It might have been 3, 4. It might have been 4, 5 blocks of selling weed. That's what Durham was known for, selling weed. But anyway, so we do that or whatever. And man, oh, give me a second, yo. Give me a second. I'll be right. All right, people, I'm back. Yeah. My bad. But yeah, I want to make this shit clear. Listen, you don't get to live a certain type of fucking life, right? If you not been through some shit, right? People always try to pretend that like this is I always put it this way. I don't really be mad about shit that people be mad about, right? Because when you live a certain type of way of street shit, you can't be mad, right? But my thing is, I talk about a lot of this shit. I talk about it's not just a story. It's real life. It's shit that happened in my life, right? But I try to get y'all off of trying to think about shit that we see now. We can do better from. Like I try to give y'all pain so you can understand that we can do better. That's why I talk about a lot of this shit. That's why I talk about it in a lot of my life. My life ain't no secret, bro. Like, and that's the thing. More and more I open up. This shit, my life ain't no secret, nigga. I don't care about what people care about. I'm not trying to keep secrets of my shit. And if anybody say, oh, Kenny lying, that was a part of my life or some shit like that, they can bring it in. They can come holler at me. Tell me my life is what I'm saying about my life is a lie. Tell me what it is. I guarantee you, and if they do that, nigga, I will squash their ass. Because they ain't never lived my life. And if they was a part of my life and they say I'm lying, well, nigga, prove me I'm lying. I talk about my life a lot of times, and I talk about this shit a lot, people. Because I don't want nobody to ever think that I don't understand what people go through. The shit that y'all think that I may forget about because I live a certain type of life, nigga, my pain is still there. I'm still hurt. I don't be around a lot of shit because in fact, I know my reactions to shit. I'm not like everybody else. Niggas leave the hood and they forget. I leave the hood. I left the hood and that pain still hurts. That shit don't. Them niggas use that pain or whatever the reason they go through what happened to them. It's summer. And they use that shit and take that shit out on their own people. I don't do that. Excuse me. I actually give a fuck about people that look like me. I can't be mad at niggas that did what they did to me in the hood, nigga. I know better. Imagine you keep going to the hood to try to get something. The nigga should give you you looking for an apology. What you looking for? First of all, I never go to the hood to look for an apology. A lot of niggas go to the hood and they keep going back or they feel guilty or whatever they feel. They want to go back to what these niggas giving them an apology. I don't want no nigga give me no apology. Nigga in the hood, they did what they did, man. I ain't mad at niggas like that. I got homies that be mad at me because, like, nigga, you still ain't mad at that shit that happened in the hood? No. Fuck out. Nigga, that's hood shit. I'm not a hood nigga. I'm not on that type of time you on, bro. All right? What the fuck? Oh, I'm gonna hurt a nigga that tried to kill us? No. That supposed to happen in the hood. Because you know we would have did this. Never mind. I was ready to say some fuck shit, but I ain't even gonna say it. I understand, black people. When you in the hood and you do fuck shit, don't forget that, oh, nigga did something to you, you ain't never did nothing to nothing. There's only about 1%, maybe 2% that black people in the hood. No, it's probably higher than that. I ain't gonna say that. It's probably about 25% that black people ain't did nothing to nobody and shit happened to them in the hood. But a lot of times, if you a hood nigga, nah. When you was on some hood street shit, you was a part of that life, nigga, everything, 100%, whatever happened to you was supposed to happen to you. Regardless, if you died or not. I got homies that died. I miss some niggas every day, but I know what them niggas did. I'll tell you this. I done watched their parents. They miss them. They love them. But they know who them niggas was in the hood. And if they didn't, then that let me know everything. That's why I don't hang around them. So I know all the niggas that I miss and I love to this day. I know what they did. All the fuck shit. Karma is real. And niggas can sit out here and pretend, if you in them streets, oh, he ain't supposed to die like that. Fuck out of here, nigga. Now you talking about innocent people, that's different. But if you talking about motherfuckers that actually did dirt in the street, no. No nigga get away with not doing what they did. And they just the unlucky motherfuckers. Or they was the ones that karma hit them faster than the rest of us. Oh, my karma gonna come when it come, nigga. I know all the fuck shit I did in the hood. That shit coming. It just ain't come. It ain't my time yet. It ain't my time to die yet. You know what I mean? Because we all gonna die, but it ain't my time yet. So I'm here for a reason, and it is what it is. But I don't sit here and pretend like nigga I ain't did nothing in the hood and I ain't hurt people in the hood, and my karma ain't real. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Ask them niggas that always talk about, oh, I gotta kill a nigga that killed my homie. Ask them niggas why though. Why they gotta do it? Why they gotta speak ill about the dead? You know why? Because they don't know shit. They don't know about karma. They'll tell you, oh, it's just our environment. We grew up around in an environment. That's their environment. They don't know shit outside of the fucking environment. They don't know shit. So you just keep going on with the same shit because you don't know nothing outside of the environment. Ask all the street niggas. I'm not trying to disrespect them, but I'm telling you, they're ignorant and they don't know shit. Ask them. Ask them. Why you want to kill another nigga that killed your homie? Because you don't know no better. Yeah, and you will continue to keep doing it because you're a street stupid nigga. You don't want to listen to a nigga like me and tell you that shit ain't worth it. But you want to keep killing. But go ahead. Go ahead and do it. See how that work out for you. One thing I don't lie to young niggas or niggas in the street. Not lie to y'all. I was a street nigga. Did the same shit you did and probably more. Or on the same level. Put it that way. Kenny, you living? It ain't my time yet. You don't know my time, nigga. You don't know. You die day tomorrow. You don't know that. It's like I don't know if you either. You still alive? You still allowed to ask me that question? Nigga, it ain't. Who the fuck am I to like totally judge you? I ain't got nothing to do. I ain't gonna say ain't got nothing to do with me, but it's a part of my responsibility to tell you niggas change what the fuck how you thought process is. Yeah, we thought a certain type of way, nigga, but we need to be different. We need to be better. You niggas want to kill each other all the time. For what? You don't own shit in the hood. Nothing. You don't own nothing. Black people, young black dudes, you don't own shit in the hood. You down for nothing. You down for blocks for what? You don't own it. Do you benefit off of it? How? It's just a rep. What is a rep? Excuse me. Ain't no fucking rep. You don't get no rep, bro. Killing each other. That's stupid. Kill that nigga over there. That block. He killed my cousin. He killed my mans. Okay, cool. The cycle still continues to go on. After you do what you gonna do, it's gonna be a nigga right behind that that's gonna try to kill your family members and kill people that's close to you. That's the cycle. Stupid. Or some of you young niggas, y'all don't understand that. Y'all just doing white supremacy work for them. You wonder why, you're in the situation that you're in. This is the reason why. The white supremacists is controlling your behavior. When you gonna stop it? When you gonna say, you know what? Hey man, we're not doing that. We're not gonna kill another black man. It happened to me. But you listen, it's a pride thing too. Because when you're in the hood, it's a pride thing. Y'all niggas want pride shit. Okay, well, that's your pride shit. Okay, cool. But after all that pride shit happens, right? Think about it. All that pride shit happens, right? You so powerful. You done killed niggas and you done did everything you did. Okay, cool. You get old. Or you niggas not even make it to being old. You in jail. And some of y'all get kids early too. So now your kid growing up without you. So now your kid is sending out that motherfucker or my daddy, because his reputation, your reputation is going to be with your kid. It's going to linger to them. Now your kid got your reputation. So now your kid got to try to somehow live up to your reputation. Do you understand that, you goofy ass niggas? So goddamn stupid. We live amongst the stupid. And I'm saying that to some of you street young dumb niggas. You dumb. You want to be tough about what? What are you being tough about street shit? What? When did it help our community? We still broke. We still fucked up. They still talking about us on the news that we ain't shit. They're assuming that everybody in the fucking hood is gangsters and thugs when we know it's older and elder people or some of y'all or people around you trying to get jobs and not to be like you niggas. Or I'm sorry, be like who we used to be. You don't give a fuck about that? Man, get the fuck out of here, man. This niggas playing games. The white supremacists play games with your life and you just fall for it. Like even now with Trump. All these coons, they send all these coon ass niggas out here. We talking about this shit. They send all these coons out here. They talk bad about what you go through in the hood. You know, how's a motherfucker that ain't grow up amongst you gonna talk bad about you? How you gonna talk bad about me when you ain't got no experience of how I live? You have nothing. You seen it from afar. And even if you did seen it, right? That means you're a bitch ass coward. And you been a pussy ass motherfucker when you was getting your ass whipped or whatever was happening to your experience, right? Now, mind you, I grew up in amongst of it. Am I scared of my people? Ask them what the difference is. You think I'll leave my people once I get, like, nigga, I've been out the hood. I don't leave my people, nigga, I'm good. I can move around my people. They can't. I'm okay. I ain't never scared. I don't blame my people for totally what happened to me. And it's like me, I'm not trying to be no victim or no shit like that. I'm blaming all white people for that. Oh, the white people made my life fucked up. That's why I'm fucked up. Nigga, please stop. I don't even think like that. Are you crazy? But I'm not gonna sit and pretend that racist ass white people are not racist, and racism in America ain't racist no more. Are you stupid? If you think that, then you stupid. I don't give a fuck about that. You're talking about America ain't racist. We don't live in a racist country. Get the fuck out of here. Like I told y'all, man, how the fuck is a motherfucker gonna tell me anything when they don't experience nothing? Wait, it's on y'all. It's on y'all to keep lying to yourselves. Black folks, keep lying to yourself. keep acting like these motherfuckers ain't trying to take away y'all self-esteem about being black. Or they all they want to do is focus on the ignorant black folks. You notice they always want to do that? Or they acting like, oh, black people can't be no more than the ignorant shit. Okay, cool. Well, fine. That's what you niggas want to believe in, but go ahead and believe in it. But like I said, they can't do shit to me. I'm a black man. I know them. They're a bunch of fucking racists. You know what they offered me? I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all want to know some real shit? I'm going to put y'all on game. You know why OBF ain't never been big? And we won't go big? And I won't allow it. Unless the people do it. That's why I say y'all donate to OBF. Right? But they're letting me know about my own people too. So it's like an eye-opening shit. Right? You know I was offered I ain't gonna name no names on it. You know I was offered money for OBF. All we had to do was turn down our rhetoric. Right? It happened twice. It happened around COVID time, you know, around Shay and all them. Everybody T-Baby. I got an offer for OBF. I turned it down. I said, no. I don't want to do it. Excuse me. And it came around again. One more time, it came around. And I turned it down again. Because you know what they was asking me to do? Stop saying certain shit. Hey, and cut some of you niggas off that I actually fuck with. To this day. They wanted the... I got these emails. I got the phone calls. These are facts. I ain't got to lie about this. These motherfuckers was asking me to cut certain people off. Or they're not exciting. And shit like that. They don't, you know, they're not bringing views. But listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. There's a couple of people they wanted, though. They wanted. They didn't want T-Baby. She was speaking too highly on black shit. They didn't want that. Right? The second thing was, the second person they didn't want was LT. They didn't want talking. They wanted Bro Bell in a way, because it was like, oh, if you can keep him on some shit of saying some, you know, y'all get the beefing. They wanted a drama. Right? But the motherfuckers that they did want, let me put y'all on to the people that they did want. They want a Shay. Right? They wanted Weezy. They wanted all the ignorant shit that we was doing. They wanted all that. They wanted all that shit. And I was like, okay. All right. And then I was like, well, we give you this money to do this and do that. I was like, nah, I'm good. Because I knew they was trying to play us as a fool, as a people. You only want the motherfuckers that be ignorant. and say ignorant shit. Even when it came to Shay. Like, nigga, you don't think that they don't be saying some shit like, oh, back in the day it was like, oh, you supposed, you saying this shit about Shay, nigga, that's good money. No, I don't say that shit for y'all. I don't make no money off that. And I was like, oh, you can make some money off it. I was like, well, I'm not making no money off of how y'all gonna make money off of what I say to Shay about Shay. Fuck that shit. I say fuck Shay. And them niggas got mad. They got upset. That's why ain't as big. Nigga, do you understand how big OBF was back in the day? It was very big. There wasn't nobody bigger than us like that. Yo, we was doing shit in the pandemic that motherfuckers wasn't doing. We was consistent. We was every day doing this shit. Everybody wasn't doing what we was doing. See, I think a lot of former OBF members, y'all don't really realize, all right, nobody made no money because we didn't think about the money. We were just doing this shit. Gotta understand when the money started, like they were talking about money, that's when you niggas start flexing and start being different. Yo, we been doing this shit. We could have made money out this shit on our shit. But like I said, these motherfuckers wasn't on that shit that we was on. And that's real talk. And that's why OBF ain't never worked. Because a lot of them OBF members, they could not be on principle. Everybody wanted to have their own shit. Think about it. Think about it. And I'll be real about that shit. Think about, I get everybody talking, LT, everybody, Shay, Bruh Bell, everybody. I get everybody opportunity. I did shows for them. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't listen to me. Or they was too scared to do it. Whatever it was. But they didn't do it. Now, try to put niggas on the game. I already knew what the fuck was going on. They didn't want to do it. They were too scared to do it or whatever. And now all the shit popping off on the internet. Now these niggas did not understand. Even Wheezy. Now these niggas did not understand. There was money in this shit. They didn't do shit. I stand on it. Ask them niggas, we supposed to make money on this shit as a fucking family. And none of them niggas wanted to do it. They ain't see the money. They ain't see the future of it. Now niggas make all types of money. When we was doing it, nobody was making money really like that off of this shit. Nobody. I don't even care at this point. My point is, I don't like that OBF. We supposed to have been what we was, and you niggas tricked us out. You didn't believe. That's on y'all. I just put it believe. You ain't believe, nigga. Because like I said, now all of a sudden, all these niggas making all this money. And nigga, I put everybody on. I was trying to get all you niggas on. And now you see all these niggas making money. I was ahead of my time. You niggas didn't see it. You know how much motherfucking money we could have made up? All the personalities that we had? And you niggas didn't want to fight? I'm sorry, you niggas didn't want to do it? The fuck out of here, man. Like I said, I'm going to tell y'all something on some real shit. When I tell you, fuck them niggas. You niggas won OBF. You didn't listen to me. You did not listen to me. Oh, stupid ass niggas. You know how much money we could have made. I put niggas on. And I want to put this very clear to all the former OBI members. Y'all niggas think I'm mad at y'all, I hate y'all. Nigga, the fuck I'm mad at y'all, nigga. I'm okay. Till this day, nigga, I'm fine. I swear to you. I leave this bitch right now, nigga. I'll go hug my daughter. I'm fine. Fuck I'm mad at you about. But I'm going to tell you one motherfucking thing. There was a lot of money we supposed to make. But you niggas wanted to be whatever y'all was on. That's what y'all did, not me. We all supposed to make money off this shit. You niggas is trash. Ain't no fucking way. It's OBF. I started a whole fucking, you understand what I started? And them niggas, we don't, Kenny can't be in charge. We don't like Kenny and all this. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Ask them niggas now. Ask that nigga Weezy. He still live in a hut. Ask them niggas. But I'm being dead honest about it. Ask them niggas. They ain't do shit. And even so to this day, they still mad at me. Okay, you shouldn't speak about that. No, I'm going to speak about it, bitch ass niggas. You fuck money up. Because you niggas wanted to be bigger than the movement. And that's a fact. Bitch ass niggas. Man, fuck out of here, man. Some of you niggas you just didn't understand it, man. It's fuck the whole shit up. I've been doing this shit for years, nigga. I've been doing this shit, and I still do it, right? Let me put you on game. Now, excuse me. You know how this shit now to be? Now, how Kenny look at it? Kenny don't give a fuck about no money, no none of that. I don't care about that, nigga. I'm good. I'm all right. I don't need no money. I don't give a fuck about y'all caring about shit or whatever. But you remember back in the day, nigga, we cared about everybody. This shit supposed to mean something, but I don't care no more. That's on y'all, man. Y'all fuck this up. OBF, I put this shit out there, nigga. And you see all these niggas out here got the YouTube podcast. Even now. You still won't even holler at me, say, yo, Kenny, let's do a podcast. Nothing. You still mad at me. Mad at me about what? I don't give a fuck about y'all shit that y'all care about, bro. Y'all mad about some dumb shit. The fuck out of here. Ask them niggas about what the fuck they mad about. They ain't care. Listen, them niggas, let me tell you something. I'll put in word for all them niggas in OBF. What they mad about is that I tell them that. You can't be mad at me. What the fuck you mad at me about? Just listen, nigga, I put in the work already. Ask any of them niggas. I put the work in. So what the fuck I owe any of y'all? Now just be real. What the fuck do I owe y'all? I don't give a fuck who you are. Who I owe? I owe any of y'all anything? I put the work in. I created this shit. I'm still to this day still doing it. And ain't no, and a lot of y'all don't even fuck with this shit because you're so mad. You're so upset. You niggas, you got to be kidding me, man. What we doing? You mad at some shit that you can't control. The fuck out of here. Oh, stupid, goofy niggas. Money still there and you still don't give a fuck about it. Still mad at Kenny. Keep being mad at me, nigga. And we still lose money. How about that? And like I said, you know what? You ain't making me lose no money. I'm good, nigga. Long as my daughter can do whatever the fuck she can do, I can get money. She go to school, she good, nigga. I remember when I couldn't go to school, I ain't know that I had all this shit to go to school. So you niggas can be mad all you want. I'm good. My daughter good, nigga. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. Oh, bitch ass niggas. sitting there, OBF members, y'all sit there and y'all mad. Fuck y'all mad about? Nigga, I created a whole motherfucking thing for y'all, and you still mad? What are you mad about? Nigga, we all supposed to be calling, yo, Kenny, yo, we supposed to do this shit, podcast, do all shit, talk about this. You don't even want to do it because you stupid and you ignorant. The fuck wrong with you niggas, man? I created a whole fucking movement for you niggas. But anyway, man, like I said, they stupid. They stupid. The niggas in OBF is stupid. I stand on that shit. You niggas still mad about what? We supposed to do a whole podcast. You know how much we got to bring to this shit? And you niggas is... Never mind, man. Never mind. Like I said, you dumb as shit. These niggas making money off of this shit. And you niggas still struggling. And we created the fucking platform and this shit. We was one of the fucking platforms that created this shit. And you niggas can't. Y'all don't understand that? You mad at me? Oh, man. Oh, my God. Anyway. Give me a second, people. Fucking ignorant. All right, people, I'm back. Yeah, man, I'm done with that shit. You know, that shit hurt a lot. The work that I put in for years. And I never, like, talk about that shit like that, but, man, fuck that shit, man. Niggas like, yo, all the shit. Like, yo, man, I talking about shade, everybody. I talk about that shit. That shit hurts a lot. Because all the fucking work I put in. Like, motherfuckers don't talk about the work I put in. Where I was trying to make everybody, like, back in those days, like, nigga, I was ahead of the curve. I knew what was going on. But, you know, all these niggas. Whatever, man. Like I said, man. Whatever, man. I'm so, like, done with that shit, man. And I just should leave that shit alone, but it ain't who I am at my core. But you know how many fucking motherfuckers that No, man. We'll talk about that shit behind the scenes. Call me behind the scenes, people. All right? I'm going to do the shit behind the scenes. I got my phone. Get me back behind the scenes, man. I'm so, like, that shit, like, you know how, like, you know, the bad part about it, man, like, I sit back every day. I'm going to say this. I sit back every day, and I see the shit that we supposed to have did. And these niggas, now, I'm beefing with niggas. I'm beefing with the Shades and the Wheezy and all these other goofy niggas. And I was the nigga that seen the future, that put these niggas on. And then all of a sudden now these niggas, we ain't that no more. Everybody done took over what the fuck we supposed to have did. I was ahead of it. I was ahead of this shit. Don't get this shit ever twisted, people. Everything you seen, this technology shit, all this shit, the social media shit, nigga, I was ahead of that. I was in the realm of that shit. And these niggas, they were so never mind. Let's move on, man. Fuck these niggas, man. Like I said, yo, it is what it is. And it's not fuck them, but it's like, yo, it's over, bro. We're supposed to have been bigger than what the fuck we talking about now. These niggas couldn't even. Never mind. Let's move on. Leave comments, hit that like button, support your boy. It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Peace and love to the world. If you ain't got the shit behind the scenes, nigga, get it. Get me on Facebook. I'll get y'all on Facebook. Y'all come behind the scenes. Shit, bullshit.